What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Faction After Hours podcast. Tonight we have Tom Nazzaro.
Yeah, that was good.
That was pretty good.
Sounded natural.
Yeah, this has been a long-awaited one. I feel like I've always been asking Frankie to have Tom on here, and he's always like, no.
Why?
Yeah.
Let's start with that. Why didn't you want
Why?
Tom on here?
Tom's a lot.
So?
We had to work up to this point in our relationship.
Spiritually and emotionally? Or?
Yeah.
Sexually?
No, he's just a lot. I got to be in the right mood. But tonight's the night. We're gonna go into Tom.
Is tonight the night? Frankie?
Tonight's the night. Tom's gonna get We're gonna get into Tom's origin story a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna let you take lead on this one.
Oh God. Why don't you take lead since you don't know him? And to
Actually,
me,
yeah.
he's like a little brother. So
I don't think I've ever heard you say that before.
Tom
but
is Faction and Front Street's little brother.
Why don't we have Tom introduce himself?
Yeah.
Why? I want you to tell my story, and then I'll tell my story.
Yeah.
Well, when did you start drifting? How old were you?
When did you start
17.
drifting and all this?
17.
17.
And that was when I met you, right?
Yeah, my car was white, still pig nose. Remember you came to Staten Island?
Yeah.
You guys drove to the wrong Country Donuts?
What car did you have back
That
then?
was then.
That was then. I was 17. What car did I have? I had my green car, which was actually my first car I've ever gotten. I got it when I was like 16, about to turn 17.
Did you had the car before you started drifting?
It was either I got the car like on my 17th birthday or I got it like a few weeks before or something. I know I was looking for a long time before I turned 17. I'm just not sure if I got it like a week or two before or not.
I thought it was white though.
It was white. It was a single owner. I bought it from like maybe like a 70-year-old lady, and I think I paid $2,100 for it.
It
and
drove? It was fine?
It drove. It was single cam, automatic, mint interior, no rust.
How much did you pay?
$2,100, and I thought I was getting robbed.
Yeah, you were. Right? For back then?
I guess it was like 2000. I don't even know. 12, 11 maybe.
Oh, okay.
2011.
So it's around when
Or
I
12?
bought my hatch.
21 doesn't seem unreasonable back then. 21.
They wanted like
Honestly, what? They wanted what?
no, you said 21.
Stuck it in there. I knew you would love it.
Nah, they wanted like 24 for it, and like I was trying to get it for 18, and it was my first car, and like I don't know, I just wanted to get it for cheaper. I just felt like I was getting robbed.
I feel like 1,500 would have been good.
The only messed up thing on it was a hole in the dash because a pipe came off a trailer, and the headlight square had like a little nick in it, like this big,
Yeah.
and it hit the headlight square and then flew through the windshield into the dashboard. Like some Final Destination stuff. The lady said like it like bounced off the hood and then went into the fucking windshield.
Oh my God.
It had a heads-up display windshield, and imagine how much money that's probably worth now.
Yeah.
Like some dude from a
This lady
junkyard.
almost died.
Yeah, no, it was the
I was
passenger
about
side.
to ask about the lady. Like, what?
It went through the passenger side of the dashboard. There
So was
a-
the car still fucked? Oh,
the car was there was like literally just like it literally went through the dash vent, which they replaced, like the breakable part. And there was like a little like it was a hole like this big,
the most fragile part known
Yeah.
to man on a 240.
but all it was like a little tiny C because most of it broke through the dash vent.
Okay.
I got wheels and coils for it immediately.
Could you drive yet?
I think I had the car for like a week before I was
Yeah.
able to drive.
That's what I thought.
Like I wasn't able to drive. I had my license because you can get your license when you're 16, but you can't drive till your 17th birthday.
Could you drive with a passenger?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Me and my dad took it
Yeah,
for like
the
no, but you get your permit when you turn 16.
Yeah.
But I think after 6 months in New York, like your 16th and a half birthday, you could technically take your road test, but you can't drive until you're 17.
Huh.
So on your 17th birthday, you can just get in the car and go.
Oh. Okay.
So I was working for this dude Ed Polio, who owned the skate park, who like basically all of us worked for at the time.
Yeah.
And I had like $5,000 saved, so I bought MB Battles, I bought tires,
240 starter kit.
and I bought Fortunato coilovers from some kid from Brooklyn.
I feel like they must have been a brand new company then.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
had to have
probably.
been just started.
So
Yeah.
Fortunato at the time was using aluminum collars with steel coilovers. So it was a big thing where, they get seized
Yeah.
together. My uncle, so I bought these coils for like $600, thought I was getting a deal. They were $1,000 brand new, whatever, as a kid. So my uncle actually put them in a vise. He took a 1-inch block and bolted it to where the knuckle would bolt.
Yeah.
And he got it cherry red, and like him and like 4 dudes pulled on it at work, and they wouldn't break free. Like he got it cherry red to the point where like the coilover probably should have blown up
Yeah.
on him.
I was gonna say that we kind of feel sketched out. when we're
Yeah,
doing that.
he didn't care. I mean, he had a full blown machine shop. Like if it blew up, it blew up. You know what I mean? Like whatever. But so for a while, my car had like basically my ride height now. Like the rear coils were like 2-finger gap. And
Oh,
then
so you just
the
couldn't
front
adjust
end
them.
yeah, the front, but the front wasn't that low. I mean, the front wasn't that high. It was like an aggressive, like square tire ride height. There's not a picture. There might be, actually go down. Keep going. There might be a picture somewhere on there. Let's see. Keep going. Keep going.
That one?
That's a good one. Maybe not. I mean, there's a picture of when I first installed coilovers, and my car looks like one of those Texas, like.
Yeah, you're too young here.
Yeah, I'm too young.
BMX.
That's where it all started. Don't clip that.
This one?
Maybe
This
this. What about the soda one?
I'll do this one.
That's fine. I'm on my back. But anyways, yeah. So I bought that. At the time, it was ISIS Performance. I had full ISIS arms.
You bought them from a terrorist organization. That's wild.
Yeah, just like my rear hubs that also exploded. No
Well-
pun intended.
Oh, that was recent though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they lasted 10 years.
It was
Think
10
about
years?
that. About 9.
Oh, wow.
I got that 5-lug swap when I got the MB Battles.
Okay.
So,
All right. So
well, anyways, it was an automatic car. So before that, obviously my older brother's Chris Nazzaro.
yeah.
And so my brother, it was weird how it kind of, I'm sure Josh explained how it happened. So Alex and my brother were into 240s.
Yeah. He didn't really explain this.
So like in
Not
reality,
at
so
all.
we like
Yeah, right.
kind of knew Josh from the skate park, but like we didn't like know Josh. He had his car before all of us, obviously.
Huh.
So him dating Jonna, Alex's, well,
Yeah.
now they're engaged, but Alex's stepsister.
Yeah.
That's how we kind of like really got close with Josh. You know what I mean? Like he was
So
a
was
skater.
Josh the one with the 240, and then
First.
Alex got one?
No, but I think I'm not really too sure how it worked. I feel like Alex might have had the car before Josh and Jonna started dating.
That's crazy. They both had 240.
So like it just so happened that like, you know what I mean?
Okay. But
And
those
the-
two people were.
Yeah,
first
well,
ones.
all of us love 240s, but Alex had like stupid money because he was a kid working for like a construction company.
Yeah.
So like, you know, he had money and he bought. It was a coupe.
It's
It was a one.
Josh's current car.
It was
right?
Josh's current car. It was a 1 car with an SR swap.
Yeah, I remember. I remember working on it in his backyard
Was it or was
with
it?
a half pipe back there or something.
Yeah. We built.
And they're like
full
putting
skate-
fenders on, and it's me, Chris, and Josh, and they're just like self-tapping the fenders in the car, and I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? And they're like, it's a broken bolt over here. I was like, just drill it out.
Yeah, I don't think they started. I don't think they.
Because no one really
figured
worked
out-
on cars and shit, I feel like.
Yeah, but that also, I don't think they figured out how to use a tap until
Yeah.
like last year, maybe.
No, yeah, that was
Yeah.
literally the day when I was like, you could just drill it and tap it, and they're like, oh. They're like drilling fucking self-tappers in the fenders.
I don't know why the fuck I've never thought of that.
Every front,
Brilliant.
every front street car's front fenders, because they all obviously you took the first thing you did when you lowered before you even lowered the car back then was what'd you do? Took the fenders off and you
And-
cut the thing and tucked the harness.
I tuck the harness and yeah.
Because if you didn't, you're an idiot and you're
Hammer
gonna
it.
fry everything. So all of our fenders were held on by like 20 self tappers throughout the whole fender liner. I'll admit, me too. I mean, obviously my brother Chris is the one that helped me tuck my harness, and he was
But your other brother
Brian.
was already working on cars?
No.
He didn't.
He worked at Sears, but he was like he had a Passat,
Okay.
and like at the time he like it was like a VR6 Passat, and he blew the trans, but like he was so like didn't really know what he'd do, and he couldn't even change transmission in a front wheel drive like
Yeah.
Volkswagen, which should have been
So
easy.
none of you really were mechanics.
No, I mean, so where I'm working now, I started there as a parts runner when I was 17. So like it was like
Okay.
kind of like right before I turned 18. But we all knew how to use tools from working
Yeah.
ramps and Red Bull and stuff because we all built ramps for Red Bull growing up.
Yeah.
So like I think I was like the first one with a real mechanic job that like figured out how to
Tell
like
Carl more about the Red Bull thing. He's a little confused.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So
Rams to Red Bull, what the hell is going on?
from I don't know if I could say this because I don't even know if it's legal, but from like 14 till about 18 when I mean like 17 turning 18, me, Alex, and my brother worked for this guy. Well, so our skate park got torn down. We were obviously all big BMX and skaters.
Yeah.
So there was a year of bullshit where like we had like the parks department brought like a bunch of rails to the skate park. Like, you know, we're gonna replace your 8-foot box jump and big quarter pipes.
So they knocked it down. But
They
then
knocked
were
it down
like,
and then put flat rails. Like basically like a rail you would go buy at Toys R Us.
Why did they knock it down?
They said it was unsafe.
Okay. I
Damn,
figured
they
that
gave
was
you.
it.
They really thought that would.
Yeah. So
Here you go.
basically we went through this whole thing where we like petitioned. We went to all like the Parks Department meetings. At the
Okay.
time, it was this woman, Adina Long, that was like the Parks Department, like I guess president. Like went to her office, stood outside, like did all that crazy shit. And then Ed finally decided to open his own skate park. So I was probably like maybe 14 at the time.
But Ed was the one that hired you to work.
Well, this is where it happened. So like basically 14 going on 15, we built this skate park, and I was there every day from like 8 a.m. basically to like 10 p.m. with my brother, Alex, all the other skateboarders in Staten Island. We just worked constantly just to get it up and going. And then that opened, and like I kind of like ran the front desk there and like maintenance the ramps. And then about like 15 or so, Ed was like, me and Alex, I guess Alex is kind of working for him already. He's like, oh, I got garbage at like St. Mark's Place. You guys want to go run it? And he literally we went and rented a U-Haul truck, and me and Alex carried like 1,000 garbage bags down like 20 flights of stairs. And that's where it all started. And then,
Yeah, because you guys still kind of work together now, right?
yeah, we do 100%.
Yeah.
So like basically we did like the bullshit work, and then from there it was like Ed maybe got an under kid, like a kid under us, then he would start doing the bullshit work and we would help with it, but then we also started to do like carpentry work.
Yeah.
And then Ed had the whole East Coast contract for the ramp building for Red Bull. So at least like once a week we were building some cool shit for Red Bull.
That's
like-
fucking awesome. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Like we built mini ramps in like
That's why that faction sign is so wild out
Yeah.
there. The wood one.
we have
I
a
actually never
CNC
knew who
machine
made
and
that.
stuff. Yeah, my
That's-
brother did.
That's sick.
You have the
What-
video of him falling, putting it up. You should pin that.
I wish. I wish I could just.
My
pull
brother
that
was like
up.
hanging it up, and like the ladder kicked out. And he's just like,
His whole ass was in my face. Like he literally fell off the ladder, and just collapsed on me.
You loved it.
I loved it.
Nice.
Oh, you have the video, Chris? Can you send it to Malcolm's Facebook?
But yeah, anyway, so like from
know if
like
that'll work.
we built ramps like in Pennsylvania, Washington D.C., Virginia, basically anywhere where the East Coast line was to like all the way till Maine. We built ramps once a week for 2 months because they would do like a skateboard like tour, and then they would do all their big events. And we build all those ramps too.
Are you using it when you're saying you're building ramps? Are you like fabricating with metal, or are you
Oh,
doing
everything.
woodwork?
Not everything.
Everything.
So we're building like full blown mini ramps. I probably have pictures of the mini ramps we have built on my my Facebook or something, or Instagram somewhere. But yeah, if you keep going, there's the one that we built for the track.
So you were already drifting by this point?
Yeah, well, I worked for him till right before I turned 18. So there was like 6 months of me drifting that I was still working for him.
Dude, my mind is blown just because that's awesome, because like I didn't really have access to skate parks.
Yeah.
And like you basically like gave people that.
Yeah, like we built what happened was basically like we got so screwed over, and then the parks department didn't want to do anything for us. This dude Ed just like put himself like he just gave us an indoor skate park basically, because he basically saw there was no other choice.
That's fucking
Like
sick.
he didn't, because like what would have ended up happening is like, I mean, a lot of kids I grew up with all got really big into drugs at that time because there's nowhere else to spend their time. And like I'm happy. I mean, you know, could have been worse. If he
Yeah.
didn't give us like a place to be, probably all of us wouldn't be where we are. He
Yeah.
even gave me the work ethic that most of us have now.
Yeah.
Like
That was
he's-
one of the first things I noticed about all the Front Street guys. It was like my friends compared to them, it was like they were like fucking full grown adults. But they were like younger than us.
We're idiots. Like we still do the most reckless and stupid shit. Like I'm sure
But they
anyone
had like the best jobs.
Yeah, like
and
I'm-
always had money because they were working all the time.
6 days. a
Respect
week,
the
yeah.
hustle, dude.
Yeah.
They work their. You guys work your fucking ass. I was actually gonna ask, like, what do you currently do?
So I run a service truck for a big construction company out of Staten Island. But like my union kind of delegates where like I can weld. So like we cover like machines, like backhoes, like with rubber tires basically. And like all those machines, like dozers, backhoes, everything that's like not a crane or an excavator. And then my union also covers like welding, cutting, and mechanics. So basically I'm a mechanic on like heavy equipment, but I fix stuff like on the road. Like say a machine's working in Times Square, like an excavator's digging like sewer work or something, and it breaks down in the middle of the street. Like I got to go there and do that. Like I've done head jobs on big machines in like the street, like, you know what I mean?
Damn, dude. Fuck.
But then also
That's
like,
wild.
Yeah.
yeah, like today, but today I was like, this week I'm going to be cutting and welding. But like, it's just because I can do that and my union covers that. So like in
Wait,
New
do,
York,
you, do you get to choose what you do?
no, it's like kind of like wherever they want to, like whatever they got for me that week.
Okay.
Yo, where you going? Yo,
Yo, he said he was sick of your shit.
that's crazy.
That's wild. You were telling your success story.
I'm live for 10 minutes. This guy's out.
All right, so you're working with Alex
He's a machine operator.
at that time.
Oh wait, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I mean back.
we're
then.
going forward in time, back in time.
Yeah, sorry.
You're confusing it. You're confusing
I'm
me
trying
for a
to keep
second.
this cohesive, but
I don't even know where I'm at now. I'm lost.
you were
Dude, you got me talking and I just can't
the
even.
skate park is built. The skate park is built.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Perfectly
you.
fine.
Okay.
I,
Alright,
I can't. I might have to talk a little bit louder.
And then what?
So
So you're drifting now.
Oh, so basically where I was getting at is, so I worked for that. I basically was getting paid for that dude for like 2 full years at this time. So from 15, 16, 17, 3 years, I can't count. Well, 15, 16 up to being 17, I was getting paid to work.
I can't believe I knew you when you were 17.
It's crazy.
It's just like looking at these photos.
I know. You knew me then.
I know. I feel like I didn't.
Like, but you
But
did.
I did.
Yeah. Like that picture is the most traumatizing picture I
This
could
one?
ever. Look at me. Look how ugly I am. Damn, my brother looked good though.
I'm sorry.
Chris looked good.
Why is there a chicken?
I look terrible. I don't know. But yeah, so who are you sending this to?
Don't worry.
Who's Manny?
That's Malcolm's alter ego.
Manny Wilson.
All right.
Damn, put his
Anyway,
government
so-
out there.
So I was getting paid for 2 years. So like literally when I got the car, I bought the car, bought coils, bought arms, bought wheels, bought tires. Like I was ready to go. I actually bought. So my dad was big on like, oh, you can't have a manual car as your first car. So it was an
Really?
automatic car. Weirdo.
Yeah,
Big.
it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. I feel like my
Well,
dad made me.
yeah, I
Or
feel like it's
didn't
the
make
opposite.
me, but he was like,
Well, it kind of gets funny because like he was like really would not like. I found more clean cars manual than automatic at the time, which is really weird to think about
Yeah.
because every
Now
manual
it's-
240 now is owned by a 17-year-old kid that goes to takeovers and tries to like run his friends over or something.
Yeah.
But
the IS 300 owner.
yeah. So I ended up buying a trans, clutch, flywheel, and pedal off my friend like a week after owning the car.
Now you don't know how to work on cars.
So I do like you
But
could
from what?
like just help it. I put motors in my dad has has
Okay.
cars. Like there's like pictures of me helping him put like a 400 Pontiac motor
So you
in his
kind
Trans
of
Am.
know
Yeah,
a little bit. Okay.
but and I worked on BMX bikes my whole life and stuff. It's like kind of all dirt bikes and stuff.
Okay.
So I watched a YouTube video.
That's
Yeah.
That's how we all
and
learn.
Actually, at the time, which is crazy to think about, is remember Mighty Car Mods?
Yeah, the Australian guy.
Those dudes like had a
Right.
video on everything, and to think about that they were doing YouTube shit before YouTube was big.
they're probably
Yeah.
huge now.
They're
right?
probably, but they were huge then, which is crazy.
Yeah.
They did have a lot of SR. That the one guy on
They had
there
the S13, yeah, S15,
S13. bunch
Back
of
then,
SR.
though, that their S13 build was actually like when I turned 16, their S13 build was their build at the time. Like they did video series,
Yeah.
so it was cool to watch that, knowing I was gonna buy a car. Keep
Okay.
fucking hitting this thing.
I like that you wiggle it around for a second too.
I wanna hear I want to make sure it's locked in place. All right.
Yeah.
So
So you kind of knew what you were doing.
I hole sawed my firewall.
Okay. Well,
I put a clutch master in and a clutch pedal with the automatic transmission.
wait. So you're driving around with a clutch pedal?
With a clutch pedal for like 2 weeks. And then one day Ed was like, I was like 17. I was done with school. Ed's like, oh, I don't have work for you today. I'm like, okay, cool. What am I going to do today? I'm up. It's 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm just going to put a transmission in my car. So my dad comes home from work and my car is in a billion pieces everywhere.
How do you feel about that?
So the the trans was out. I cut the automatic transmission core lines. I drilled out the throttle bearing. I had the clutch and flywheel in and aligned.
Drilled out.
The automatic throttle bearing is
Oh.
like a solid bushing, and you have to like drill it then break it out
Oh, okay.
because like
I don't remember.
you know how thin ours are.
Yeah.
This one's like really thick, right? It's like yeah. So like all that had to be done was put the trans in the car, and my dad got home and he was like super pissed, like really mad. Goes inside for like 2 seconds and walks back. He goes, "You did this yourself?" I was like,
yeah.
"Yeah." Why? He goes, "All right, let's get the trans in the car."
Yeah.
And that was it. Then he took me driving around. Then he's like, "All right, you're on your own. That's it."
That's cool.
There's
Damn,
actually, I
that's
think
sick.
somewhere on here, there's a picture of my high school yearbook. I'm like giving a thumbs up in my car with wheels and coils with like my full high school uniform on.
Well, this is Oh, this is prom.
That's
So it might be after that.
no, I think it was before that. Maybe.
You brought, yeah, I was going to say uniform, and also did you take your 240 to prom?
No, I was actually. I like that you keep swiping it over to Chris. I drove my 240 to school every day. I went to Catholic school.
This is not your car. This is Chris's car, isn't it?
Yeah.
So did Chris have a car before you?
Yeah. He's older.
Oh, he did.
He's 2-3 years. He's 2 years older than me.
Okay, so you were the third one to get a 240, maybe?
Second. Oh, like out of all of us.
Yeah.
Such junior prom you're looking at. So you gotta. Maybe it's not in there.
I don't think it's in here.
It might be in my upload pictures. Wait, hold on. Go back. Go down.
Yeah.
Go down. Go down. Keep going. Pin that picture next to the picture of me and my 3 brothers.
This?
The one next to it to the
This?
left. That's when we built a ramp with a down rail over a 240 hatch shell.
Yeah, this I made Josh talk about, but he didn't know too much. Well, he didn't give us too many details.
Well, that was a BMX jam, so like I don't even know if he did. Well, long story short, so we built that, and the first 2 seconds it was together, somebody went wheel first into the hatch glass and exploded it and flipped over the bars and almost died. They thought it'd be like a good idea to ride on the hatch, and it just caved in and exploded. It was kind of funny.
Oh my God.
I feel like there has to be a picture somewhere of like.
That's 2014, so.
Yeah, I already had a car then and everything.
Yeah.
That was actually Joe Iano's shell, and we didn't even know Joe at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Joe, like. Yeah.
So he just got a car too? Like you all just had 240s?
Yo, so Joe had Joe had some really stupid fast Evo. With
Yeah,
pink
I remember that.
XXRs.
I heard about that.
Pink XXRs.
Yeah.
And then he bought a red BMW, and he would like go to our like he would go to street spots on Staten Island. I wouldn't say our street spots, because like
Not yet.
well no they were.
Okay.
And he would bring like 4 sets of tires, and just like drift this E36 for like 4 hours, like
Damn.
explode tires.
So he was about it.
Yeah, he was about it. Yeah, definitely. And I don't even want to say, like, I guess we were kind of discouraged by Joe at first, because we were like, this guy's blowing up our spots, this and that. And then, like,
Oh, really?
little did we know, we all became like best friends. You know
That's
what I mean?
funny.
Like, it's funny. Yeah, like, I mean, we just saw him as like blowing up our spots.
So you think he wasn't?
Yo, look at that picture. Remember when my car went on fire?
Which
just-
time?
And the inside of your car got sprayed with a fucking fire extinguisher. Remember Jesse? Smells like birthday candles. They smell like birthday cake.
Yeah, that photo's at a TGI Fridays
I
parking
thought it was
lot.
Applebee's.
No, it's Fridays by the track, right?
Is it? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was, I mean,
OG took that picture.
dude, this feels like
That feels
I feel like I knew you for a while, but I guess I didn't.
you did know me. I guess I get you. Charlie's calling me.
Which Charlie?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Answer it.
I don't want to.
Okay.
He told me to phone a friend.
He's probably watching you right now.
Hello.
You put that picture
Hey,
up?
what's up?
Yeah, so that was after an event. We went to Fridays. And
He said, "Can I phone a friend for $1 million?"
the thing is we can't hear him, so
Oh, we won't be able to hear you.
Unless you put it on speaker.
maybe if you put it on speaker.
I'm afraid of what he's gonna say.
Yeah. Let's
I'm afraid of what he's gonna say. All right, Charlie, we're gonna have to do this at a different time. Love you, bye. I like how he actually called me.
So we pulled over. No, we parked, and then Jesse said something smells like birthday candles.
Or like he was like, birthday cake, and we're all like, what? He goes, smells like birthday cake, birthday candles, and we're all like, and then I think Hoytsma was like, Tom, and my car's just like
There's flames coming out.
flames coming out from under the hood.
What
And-
was it? Something.
Something very sketchy at the time. Remember that time I went to Syracuse or something really far away to pick up fenders, and I came by on my way home, and my exhaust had fallen off.
No.
You don't remember we went street drifting? We got food and stuff.
Where?
I pulled up to Justin's house I think at the time. You guys were there. Your car was there, getting your front end welded back on because you hit the reindeer.
I want to hear about that.
I thought you knew about that.
I didn't. Frankie messing something up.
I hit AJ's car.
He hit AJ's car because
But
he
we-
was texting and driving.
But we all say I hit a reindeer.
Because the faction, if you watch that faction video with the Christmas trees,
Yeah.
Frankie's car looks like absolute shit.
Yeah, like
So we made a
totaled.
joke that he hit a reindeer filming the video.
People believed it.
Yeah.
I would have believed it by now.
I don't remember that, but It's just weird to look at this photo and think that I kind of just met you a year before that.
Why, what year is that? No, you probably met me in 2000. Go down, scroll down. Let's see when I got that car. Because you met me when I just had MB battles and stuff.
I don't know. I mean,
Click on those.
This is probably your first drift event.
Yeah, it's 20. No, it's not my first event. Because that's 2014. It was probably 2013 is my first event. It's crazy to think next year I'll be drifting for 10 years and I still suck.
Wait, I gotta.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Whoa, we got 2 mics now. 3 mics. Oh no. Malcolm's just out.
He's a tech guy.
So that photo is one of Tom's first, but you can see the track doesn't look the same in that photo too.
No, it has grass actually.
Yeah, there's no. They didn't. That's before the second.
Oh yeah. It's
The
before they had
little
the
out thing.
Yeah. 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always when did you switch to an SR then? Like immediately?
So I drifted with a single cam for 2 years. Actually, it's a funny story. So me and Josh went to like some panda meet, and we were racing on the way home for some reason. He had like a 300 horsepower SR, and I had like a 30 horsepower single cam. And
Sounds fair.
he got rod knock on the bridge coming home. And then the next day, I was driving home from work, and all of a sudden my car just shut off, and I started, and it was like the loudest rod knock I've ever heard in my life.
So you both got rod knocked?
Yeah. And then out of nowhere, like I was driving, and then every bit of like white smoke that you can imagine just started blowing out my exhaust. There's a video somewhere that I could probably find of me draining my oil, and it just looked like pudding. It was like that thick and that
Yummy.
like. So I had no choice, and at the time, I like used the car. This is actually going forward to my first day at my new job. I had gotten the job as like a parts runner, like basically like a go here, pick up parts for this machine, bring them there.
How old are you now?
Maybe just turned. No, it was like it was a month after my 18th birthday. It was September. My birthday's in August. Don't forget that.
All right.
All right.
You're gonna forget tomorrow.
So I blew my So I worked at my company for 3 days. I actually had gone to H2. I got the job, went to H2O that weekend. Then I worked Tuesday, Wednesday.
Is that the H2O that everyone talks about?
The best one ever?
Yeah,
That year was sick, yeah.
Yeah.
So H2O that year and the 2 years after that were absolutely insane, and then it just turned into a shit show.
The one where Chris and Josh had their cars like blacked out.
Yeah. And we met Doug Buttermore. Remember Doug Buttermore
Yes.
with the yellow hatch?
Yeah.
We met him. We met
Yeah, a lot of people.
yeah, a lot of people. But yes, I blew my motor up, and I had like no way to get to work. Basically, my dad was dropping me off for a week, and then we found an SR swap, full turnkey, intercooler, radiator, electric fans.
How much?
I think it was $1,200
$1,200 for
with
SR.
a chopped harness. We put the swap in over the weekend, me and my dad, and then I go to crank, and it's just cranking, it won't start, it wouldn't spark. So like we go through the whole harness, and then we're like, let's just buy one. This is when Wiring Specialties like was just around.
Oh, okay.
I think I got the first Wiring Specialty Pro harness ever, because they had it. It was like a prototype harness, and they had it on the car.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, like we have to make you a harness. And he's like, well, we just made this one, but it's like a new prototype. And I was like, what does it do? He's like, oh, it comes with a lower harness too. It wasn't even called like a pro harness at the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much sure they took it off the car that they
And just sent it.
sent it. Yeah, and I put it in the car.
Is that the same one you have now?
I just got a new one last year
Ah.
because we put a bunch of Deutsch connectors on it for the link. So when I sold the link, I sold the harness with it.
Okay.
Do a kickflip.
I can, dude.
Shit.
I'm not good at tech decks.
For those who aren't watching, Frankie's playing with a tech deck.
I mean,
Finger game not strong.
not strong.
Do
I
a
can't even
shove it.
ollie.
Do a shove it. Do a shove it.
Can't even ollie in this
Do a
thing.
shove it.
Yeah,
Dude.
do a tray flip.
How do
bro.
you ollie with that?
I don't know. I can do tray flips though.
That was. You can't even act like you're not even the slightest impressed right now.
I'm always impressed when someone fucks around with tech deck.
All right, it's done.
You know who's
gone.
good at that? Jesse.
Of course.
That's actually when
Of course.
when I met Jesse. It was him playing a tech deck in like one of these classrooms because he moved. So I met him in 5th grade. And
So did he have
tech
did he have long hair then too?
No, he had like the hair we all had, the skater hair.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
The best hair.
Yeah.
Best hair ever.
So you put this SR in. You put the SR in, and then you were like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do bath salts.
We were talking about.
Wait, what?
We were
I
having.
need to-
We were. We were talking about something else.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the SR.
No, we were having our own conversation over here.
Oh shit! I'm gonna see myself.
He's trying to-
out.
he's
I'm
trying to
gonna
bring-
see
yeah,
what
bring
the
you
hell?
back
Is,
myself out of here.
yeah, I want to talk about Jesse now.
How's he doing?
Anyway, so.
I heard that shit in the
What did
background.
he just do?
You gotta watch out with this guy. You never.
He plays with the sound effects. I'm just gonna go
Do
home
you,
and.
do you have like the old school like? But
You gotta blast that. Make it louder.
yeah. Why are your sound effects so low?
Yeah.
Really low. Nice.
That's perfect.
All right. Anyways, so
Tell a joke real quick. Tell a joke. Real quick.
I don't got nothing.
Fuck.
My life. So yeah, I put the SR in the car.
Bath salts.
I want to hear about the best song.
So I don't even know if it was a I forgot if maybe we made it a BMX team at the time, or no, it was a drift team. It was these gold glittery stickers.
Wait, they actually said bath salts.
Hold on, you can look at that picture right there. That one with the pig nose lip. It's probably in the corner of the car. It's probably Can
That?
you zoom in or no?
I see a faction sticker.
Can you zoom? Whoa, what's faction? No. Zoom in. I want to see if you see the bath salts. I might have pulled it off at that time by then.
Damn, S13 hatches look so great. Fuck.
There's a goldish sticker up there, dude. It's right here.
Yeah, but that might be something else. Anyways, so at the time, bath salts was a big thing in
Florida.
No, I thought it was California.
No, it's Florida.
That's where the guy ate the dude's face.
yeah. Of course,
So-
it's Florida.
Don't know why we were just like we all drifted together, and then one day I think Nick McGowan maybe was like, "So let's make G bath salt," and we're all like, "Cool."
Did he have a car back then?
Yeah, he had an S14.
Okay.
He had one of his S14s was probably one of the coolest S14s ever.
Oh, I remember it.
Though it had like cool wheel. It had XT7s. Remember it had XT7s?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that thing was sick.
Why do I feel like it was?
You probably know you know
It was Joe's car.
no.
No.
You've seen it because we made that video of Alex like locked up in the trunk and we duct taped his hands and feet together.
That was a good video.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's when it was like fresh XT7s, PBM coils, like thing looks sick.
Oh, I remember. Is that the car that he went to an event once and he was fucking killing shit, and his car was breaking every lap,
Do you remember the
and he was fixing it.
he
every
rubbed
lap.
through the harness
Yes.
and then remember the ambulance sideswiped it when we
No,
were in the pits?
the ambulance fucked
The
his
English
car
Town
up.
ambulance sideswiped his car.
That was the best example of like a
You should tuck your harness. Deal.
no. The whole day was just the best example of like a you can't catch a break, but he's still making sure he's gonna do the next heat. Like he was fixing his car every time. All this bad luck shit is
But
happening.
the thing was, like, he rubbed through his harness.
yeah.
He came off the track, tried to tape wires together, went back out for like he would literally be gone for like 2 minutes.
And then the car would break.
And then the car would get towed in. It wouldn't break like where like he drove it in. Like it just kept getting towed in and towed in.
But he
and
keep
towed
fucking
in.
working on it.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was determination.
That
dude.
might have been that East Coast bash that Miyagi was like, you know,
cooking.
jacked.
Oh, doing steroids. And,
I can say that. Yeah, when Miyagi was juiced up,
yeah.
he kicked me out of my tent to shoot steroids into his leg.
He's gonna be so mad.
Oh, why we can't talk about that?
I have no idea.
Can we delete that?
I've never asked him before, so I guess we'll find out now.
We don't cut shit out of here.
Sorry, Miyagi.
Yeah.
Don't listen to this.
Then you go in his tent. No, I don't. You know what? I digress. We don't need to go into any more of that.
Oh my god. What, when he tried to fist fight you?
Was that same weekend?
That was the same weekend, I think.
Didn't he try to fight you too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he was a little heated.
He looked at me, he was like, shut the fuck up. and
Yeah,
I was
got
like,
the same
I
treatment.
was like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, those days were bad.
What are we talking about? Where are we going?
I don't know. Tell me what else happened in your life.
I don't know.
You went to what's that thing? What's that car meet in Maryland?
H2O.
Dude, we could hear that.
Oh.
You went to H2O.
This
You did
isn't
all
a
that.
quick connect?
Bruh, can you
Sorry,
stop?
Tom's doing some quick maintenance on the mic. I think he wants to hold it. Like, are you
Lot
trying
of-
to free hold
A
it?
lot of
No.
concerts
Oh.
in here that me and you went to.
Yeah, a lot of concerts we went to. I sent Grant. Grant would only buy a Front Street shirt at that time if I sent him a picture of my graduation picture with it.
Wait, you have a graduate? Oh,
Right there in the center.
You didn't even graduate high school.
No,
yet.
yeah. Keep going. It's right there. It's the Front Street shirt.
This?
You're lost. Yeah, right there.
The thing is, when did you graduate?
Oh, I graduated in like 2012. That was an old picture.
Oh, okay.
But Grant like only would buy a picture if I send him something with it. Then if you scroll up, we have the disgusting Club Loose pool.
Oh, shit.
Oh
This
my
has gotta
God!
go in there,
Yikes! Look
dude.
who's in that picture. Anyways, not gonna talk about that. Anyways, if you look to the right of that picture, also that's when Josh
Post this photo up.
smacked the wall. Just scroll to the right.
Oh, sorry. I was.
Boom. And I was trying to explain to him that I've done this multiple times, and he should not be upset about it.
Wait, which event was this?
I don't know. This was some 2-day event.
You really do look like you're explaining to him. I remember that day.
Yeah. He like barely hit. Dude, we like flip our cars over now and like flip them back over and just
this
keep
is
driving.
back when you guys cared.
Yeah, look how nice my car is in the background. The sleepy eye going on, that paint job. Oof.
Yeah, your car's black now.
Yeah, black then.
Love it.
Well, my car was black way before that because that's black with the Vertex kit. Remember when it was black with the GP? Had the
No, but
GP
this
Sports
is,
kit.
Yeah.
That's not even me.
What the fuck?
Somebody tagged the wrong person. Alex Chuckolo.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
That pool at E-Town,
Oh yeah, the cesspool.
where did you guys have access to that much water?
Well, actually, where that's set up is right by where they fill, where they wash the cars.
Mhm.
That's right there.
Oh,
I think we actually might have filled that up with buckets. No, there's a hose on the floor. We filled it up with a hose.
Oh, that's funny. Chris Kachese took the photo and he says almost septic.
But ruled. I think Chris Kachese is in the pool with us. It's me.
Yeah. I thought that's who it was.
Hold on. It's me right there. It's Brad. That's Brad.
Brad. Is that Brad?
That's me.
you.
That's me. That's
This is
Brad.
Brad?
That's Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
That's Blaze. Remember Blaze
Yeah, I
Freeman?
do.
And then I don't know who that is.
Is that Alex? It's Alex.
Oh, it's Alex.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Wow.
Yeah. What? So this is 2016. That's probably East Coast Bash, right?
Probably. Or it might have been one of those like private Bloodmaster
2016?
days. You remember?
East Coast Bash? We
Look
went
at
there.
how
We
young
failed.
Chris now
That was the
looks.
event. that I
Oh
failed
my
to-
god.
Right?
Yeah.
Look at Rich Whiteman behind him.
Wow, everyone looks kind of younger.
Oh my god.
It's almost like it was in the past or something.
It's weird.
It was 8 years ago.
Frankie said it looks like everyone's younger.
All right, here we go. Good
Nice.
stuff.
Me and some bozo trying to follow me. Can't keep up.
That was your favorite picture for a while.
That was my favorite time in my life. Even though that car.
that was cute.
No, not because you're in it.
Oh, fuck.
Just that car was like cool.
Yeah.
That paint job was so good. Those wheels were so good.
You were just missing a wing, always.
Yeah, but everyone loved it. Not the flat wing. I had
Oh,
no
this
wing.
is good right here.
Yeah, that shit happens, you know.
Wait, what happened to your car?
My power steering belt broke and I spun out on the bank wall and then I got clapped. It happens.
This is 2016, so we're moving pretty good right
Oh, we're going. We're going. Are we just gonna look at my Facebook and go off of that?
I mean, it's really easy.
Damn, we used to drive a lot together. I think that was
Yeah.
the last event you drove. 2016. The car's probably been sitting that long, right?
I mean, it's not too far off. It was probably 2019. Yeah.
This guy breaks one transmission, never comes back to drifting again.
I'm going to get a video of us driving.
Why, we
No.
have a video?
Not right now. I'll find it.
Oh,
But
what
yeah.
about the one that you're rubbing my wheel up?
That's the one I wanna find.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to Texas Roadhouse after that, and you were like obsessed with the video. And Frankie was so preoccupied of watching that video that we actually convinced Texas Roadhouse that it was his birthday.
Is that
And
the
he had-
one where...
That's when you had to sit on the little
Yeah.
saddle.
Yeah.
We have Frankie with a cowboy hat on, sitting on a
I
saddle
need that
like
photo
this.
in frame. Please.
Oh, that was actually when me and Bill Quinn crashed into each other. Weird enough, I see Bill every now and then. I saw him in Florida.
That picture
Well, you
makes
guys do
Frankie's
bike
car
shit,
look
right?
like
Yeah, wait, look at that. That's the picture of us actually crashing.
This one?
No, above that. X that out. Above that picture.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
Is
to
that
the
Brad?
left.
That's Brad.
Oh my god. Go one more. There you go. That's us crashing. He just like kind of dove in a little too hard on me and gave me a little.
That ain't even good. Now you have a splash in these photos.
And the big old,
Yep, the big old jizz stain.
I could say that.
Yeah, we can say that.
You can say stuff like that.
Cum shot.
Yep. I can say that?
Do you guys watch I Think You Should Leave?
I heard of it.
What
oh
is
my
that?
god.
Is that a show on Netflix?
Yeah.
I think Ethan likes that.
Dude, that show is the best show ever. If you're listening to this podcast, you should go watch that show right now.
What kind of show is it?
Tim Robinson. It's hilarious. There's one part where he's like in an adult tour and he's like, It's like a haunted tour, and he's like, "Do any of these fuckers ever fly out the wall and big fat load of cum?" And they're like, "What?" And he's like, "You said I could say whatever I want." And they're like, "Yes." And he's like, "So I can say jizz and cum shot." So like, yeah, when you just said I could say that, it kind of gave me some PTSD back.
So I'm getting to the point now where you're going Final Bout.
Whew, we made it. Final bout, baby.
But this was...
I want to know, like, what it was like when Front Street first started. Because, like, that splash, was that kind of like the start of it? The cum stain? It was well before that?
When I Front Street was a thing. You didn't like that, Malcolm? That little breathing into the mic? Why'd that piss you off so bad? Your head turned. You were like, he just...
Wait, what is he doing?
He doesn't like...
I'm breathing. You do that.
He doesn't like when things don't go to plan.
Me? What plan is there?
He doesn't...
There was a plan. You didn't tell me
Absolutely
about a
not.
plan.
There was no plan.
You told me not to cancel you, and that's it. That's all I was told.
Cancel it.
You think we can cancel Faction by the morning?
You could. If we
right.
stayed on here all night.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Front Street...
When my car was white, Front Street was a thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you
Bath
look,
salts was like 1 week.
yeah, no, back salts was a little bit. It was like 8 a year probably.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Front Street wasn't a thing until I got that M Sports kit. I
thought-
remember putting one of the first ever Front Street stickers on my side skirt. My buddy Nick did it. Spam. MBP blasting and polishing. Stand on New York, hit him up for all your blasting and polishing and chroming needs.
Plug!
Will do.
Do you guys have like a sponsor at some point?
We don't have any sponsors.
Right. It's
Frankie just plugs in Faction whenever he can.
Thank you for choosing Faction Motorsports.
You're hired.
We don't have commercials or anything right now.
Should we do that? What would you want a commercial for, realistically?
All we can do is parts.
What's it called when
You don't want a McDonald's commercial?
We can hear you still. It's
Yeah.
not like that.
What's it called when you have something that you like?
He's covering the mic right now. He thinks we can't hear it.
When
Put it here.
like if you have a podcast
Yeah.
and you guys want to donate to our Patreon?
Yeah. We have a Patreon.
Oh yeah, the Venmo is Tom Nazzaro, no space or underscore, just Tom Nazzaro. And if you want my Zelle, hit me up on Instagram. I'll give you my number.
What is your Instagram anyway?
Front Street _ Tom.
Okay. Good.
Make sure to check that out for booty pics. All right. So
Wait,
you
what?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Whose booty pics? Mine or yours?
Yours.
Shit.
Frankie's.
Ooh, I have some.
Hey yo.
I got one.
I've seen
Hey yo.
How much you
Frankie's-
willing to pay?
I've seen Frankie's ankles and his arms and his torso recently. I don't think I could.
You haven't seen my ass yet?
I don't think
I've seen
could.
Frankie's ass, balls, and dick.
He probably has.
Massive, aren't they?
Why did nobody laugh? Actually, he just has one really big nut. The other one's
what I
kind of
was waiting
small. He does not shave his butthole either.
Oh.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, where you got me going?
I
I
don't
hope
know.
my dad didn't decide to watch tonight. Like
Can
he
you
said he was going. He was like, oh, I can watch live. I was like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't watch this one though.
Sorry, Dad.
Hey, man.
He's probably seen it.
Yeah.
All right, talk amongst yourself. I'm trying to find this video.
What video?
Dude,
All right,
get off
what,
the computer. Talk to us.
What do you got for me? No, this is your time.
Let's do
I'm
it.
talking to you. What's up?
All right.
Let me
What-
let me ask you a question.
There you go.
Go for it.
Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Do it up.
Oh,
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, okay.
Winfrey.
Fuck, I forgot it. Forget it.
No.
Ah, shit, man. I was excited
You
for
got to
that.
add someone to that list. Martha Stewart.
Oprah Winfrey, Martha Stewart, or LeBron James after the accident.
LeBron James after the accident? What accident? What accident?
Oh my God. He's thinking about Kobe. He's got to be. That's the other basketball player, Tom.
I meant LeBron
Alrighty.
James.
After the accident. That is dark.
What? You're the one talking about my dead uncle before, you piece of shit?
That reminds me. Do you
He
want
was
a donut?
offering you a donut.
No, I don't want a donut.
We got one strawberry left.
No.
Come on.
I don't want it. Frankie, if you guys
What if
didn't
he
know,
fed it to you?
before the podcast started, Frankie was sitting there making fun of my dead uncle.
I would never.
Who likes strawberry donuts.
I would never do that.
Because he offered me a donut. And I said, oh, strawberry donuts is my uncle's favorite. And he goes, oh, it's cool. And I was like, yeah, he passed away. He goes, fuck you and your dead uncle.
I never said that shit.
It wasn't cool.
What the fuck?
So if you're listening to this and
No, I said it might bring you back, you know, if you eat it. Like,
I believe the words you said were maybe you'll see him.
if you eat this, maybe you'll see him.
yo,
Man.
speaking of that,
Speaking of dead people.
What do you mean? Speaking of that, where
time
are
out.
we going?
I'm going somewhere really weird. Do you remember when we went and saw The Exorcist?
Yeah. And I was thinking about that when you brought up your uncle.
And the dude no.
Well,
Stop,
you'll
stop,
see.
Stop.
You'll see why.
Stop.
Yeah,
This
you'll
was
see
the weirdest shit ever. So it was the night before Halloween, and me and Frankie went to this like movie premiere. It was like the
It wasn't a premiere. It's just a bunch of movies.
It was a bunch of movies, and I was like, "Yo, I love early horror movies. This is great. This and that." He didn't tell me that before The Exorcist. So there was two movies. It was Night of the Living Dead, the original one. There's something else.
I think it was just The Exorcist in that.
Was it just those two?
Yeah.
So whatever. It was that one first, and then The Exorcist. And he failed to tell me that there was
A seance.
a seance before The Exorcist. And so whatever. This dude's close your eyes, do this shit, that shit. Gives us all candles.
Wait, where is
In the
In a
theater.
theater.
In the
yeah.
movie theater, yes, it is. And then he says, everybody, open up your eyes. Or no, he's like bringing you to a place. He's just doing this weird shit. Open up your eyes. I open my eyes, and he goes, you. Points right to me.
Full theater.
And he's like, stand up. And I'm like, okay. I stand up. What did he say? He's like, do you have an uncle that passed away? I was like, yeah. Why? He goes, did he have like a similar job to you? And I was like, yeah. Why? Remember,
He was freaking out.
my uncle. Well, I'm
I'd be shitting
a
myself.
mechanic for a living, technically. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I work on heavy machinery, but like my uncle owned a car shop, so like he was also a mechanic, and he's like, well, he's looking after you every day of your life, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
He's
you
like-
were freaked out.
I was like,
though.
can I sit down now?
yeah.
And then he's like, yes, just make sure you speak to that candle on the way out so the spirits don't follow you out. And I'm like, what? The what?
Tom was so shook
Well,
after
then
that.
after that, like he just calls on like 2 or 3 more people, and then proceeds to tell us that like he's done this before, and it's like, you know, if you don't follow my rules, I've had people come back to me like begging me to like. Remember, he was like saying some crazy shit that people have gotten possessed because of what he's done.
Yeah,
And I was like, I don't think I slept for a week and a half straight.
yeah, it was a little weird.
I'll tell you right now. If that happened to me, Frankie,
You'd be mad.
I'd fucking shit myself. I'd leave.
Tom was acting all tough, and then that happened, and he got real quiet
I
the rest
slept,
of the night.
I slept with the lights on all night.
Yeah.
I swear on anything.
He's like, how the fuck did he know that? I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a big
no,
deal.
and then I was like looking at you. I was like, you fucking set me up. I was like, you told him.
Frankie,
I was
definitely,
freaking
you
out.
definitely
No, I
told
didn't.
him. That's how those
I
magic tricks
didn't know
works.
about his dead uncle.
Yeah, you didn't know about my dad uncle. They
How'd you
just
know
made
about the
fun of before the podcast.
How'd you know about the strawberry donut? Then you're like, here, have a strawberry
Because he
donut.
brought
Tom.
it up again.
This was all a ploy. I knew it.
Anyway,
Frankie planned this stuff.
so that was the same uncle, though, right?
No, different uncle.
Is it real? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Why the fuck does that?
What do you have to say about this one? Huh? What do you got to say?
I don't know.
He has his own mic.
I got my own mic. Is this gonna work? Damn, this is kind of cool. Feel important.
You love two.
I
at
don't know.
once,
Dead
you?
uncles running the family.
That's
I
how
don't know.
Drake and 21 Savage recorded their new thing. They got
Chris Nazzaro's listening to this. Like, I fucking hate this person. I'm gonna fuck Frankie up when I see him. Did you post that photo of Miyagi and Tom?
Yeah.
You did. Can you explain this?
What? We're just cute. What do you mean? Look at those 2 tatted daddies.
What do you mean? We're just cute.
Me and Princess Yagi.
Yeah, look at him. He got his little crown on.
Princess, yeah.
2017.
What a year.
That's
Yeah,
when that
what a
Snapchat
year.
filter was like brand new.
Yo, that's the last time Chris ever drifted. That's actually the last time his car hit 4,000 RPMs too. More than 4,000 RPMs.
Yeah,
I'm
what's
sorry.
up with Chris lately?
I can't say nothing. He's probably listening.
Yeah, don't talk shit. Just tell me why
Oh.
you're drifting.
I don't know. Chris, why don't you drift?
Yeah, because I mean, my car is broken. His car runs.
I understand why you don't drift.
Money.
He's trying to be responsible,
Ah.
which I respect because I
Totally
should
get
be
it.
responsible.
You are definitely one of the most irresponsible people.
Why?
When it comes to
Why?
money,
Why?
because you drift all the time.
Okay, so
That's it.
what's the big deal? I still have money in my bank account.
You just showed me a photo of your bank
That was
account.
from like months ago.
That was from last week.
No, it wasn't.
It was in the negative.
It was from when I built. It was from when I built that If any girls are listening, I make a lot of money.
If any
My,
girls are
my
listening.
account, my account's very stable.
Yeah, he treats his girls nice. All right, he's got money.
My girls, I don't have any girls
Well, right now.
at all, ever. I'm
He
about
doesn't-
abstinence.
Focused on the bag.
What are you writing down over there? What do you guys? You guys are shit talking over there. They're gonna do some fucking shit over there.
I didn't.
This guy's he's taking notes of when you're funny.
wrote down the time.
He wrote down your.
That's. Don't worry, he's gonna turn your ass into a fucking reel tomorrow.
You guys end for the rest of the pod?
Okay.
All right. So, anyways,
All right. So what's been going on, man?
what's been going on?
Fucking mic.
Come on, lower that mic. All right.
The volume. He said lower the mic.
I can't with this guy. This is why it took so long to get Tom on here. Stop drinking this. Oh fuck.
It's been empty for a minute now.
Fucking caffeine.
Shit. All right. Anyways, here we go.
Here we go.
What's been going on? So we drifted a lot this year, burned through a lot of tires, blew up an SR.
Well,
Oh,
who's we?
me and Josh.
Yeah, right.
That's it.
Pretty much you and Josh. Which is kind
Sick.
of
Well, no, the sickest thing about this year though was like, I texted. So like, we didn't make it to Final Bout this year because what had happened.
You see, what had happened was
What had happened was, it was Mother's Day, and Jeff is a good father. So, well, he's a good husband, I guess.
Yeah.
So he was like, I can't drive this and that. Whatever, I get it. Also, it's part of my fault because my car wasn't tuned. So we didn't drive special stage. So we didn't make it to Final Bout. So we drove Grid Life was the last event we drove. Then we drove a private day. I had absolutely no tires. My car was in 70 pieces
Yeah.
because I happened to just drive into the tire wall at 100 miles per hour at the private day. So I broke every piece of aero, smashed my car every direction, bent tie rods.
But you fixed all of it.
Was this the video? There was a video of this. I think.
Yes, the do 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 do.
Yep.
Yeah, that one.
That- yes, sir.
So Thursday, so Final Bout Friday is like load up. Like basically you pull up Friday, you load all your shit in. I think load up's from like 12 to 6. Then they do a family dinner. You hang out with everybody. You go to the bar after, whatever. So Thursday I'm at work at like 12 o'clock, and I called James Utaro, and I'm like, yo, dude. So I have FOMO, and if I call Ilya right now and he says I can drive Final Bout, do you want to drive to Wisconsin? And he's like, huh, yeah, okay. So after that, I texted Ilya and I was like, yo, dude, I got this crazy idea. If you let me, I'll drive through the night and come to Final Bout. And he said, hell yeah, let's go. So call James back, tell him to meet me at the shop after work. And then I hang up with James and I realize I have no tires. Every piece of my aero's smashed. I have bent tie rods. So after work, I had to change an alternator, change tie rods, align the front of my car ghettoly because Faction wasn't open at the time, even though they give the best alignments ever.
They're not 24-hour.
They're not 24-hour, not even for me.
That plug.
But if it was a plug, I would be able to get 24-hour alignment, but whatever. So then David Bob actually came over, and we had to fix every piece of my aero.
I think I saw a picture that
Oh,
thing
wait.
was obliterated.
Yeah. Actually, thinking about it. So before that, my buddy Adrian like helped me detail my car and wash it really good. I was like cutting pieces of like 3M red clear tape to stick on my headlights to try and make it look okay. I mean my taillights, make it like look good, like because the taillights were all smashed. So David Bob was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be there 8 o'clock." Shows up at like 10:30 at night. We fix all my aero in an hour.
Standard Dave Bob time.
Yeah, we fix all my aero in an hour, and I'm like, it's not dry. And we're like, let's just put it on the car. It'll dry while we drive. So we left my shop at 12:30 a.m. Friday morning now, and we had to be at the track by like 5 the next day. So we just drove 17 hours straight. James is like, oh, I'll drive for 5 hours because I don't sleep at night, and you usually wake up at 5:30, and then you could drive the rest. It's like, all right. First gas stop is 5:30 a.m.
That drive is not fun either.
I get out of the truck.
Yeah.
Right? Mind you, I like keep waking up because my body's like this. Because James, like, I don't know what he's doing, but whatever, he's going nuts. And I get out of the truck and both of the rear straps are just disconnected and they were just dragging on the floor for I don't know how long. So
James wasn't looking behind.
no,
That's fucking.
it was
He was
also
just going
pitch, it was
straight
pitch
through.
black and downpouring.
Yeah.
Can you imagine losing the car in that?
You have to like pull over once in a while because those that always happens when we go there. I feel like the straps are always hanging at one point.
So then but then I drove from like 5:30 to like 2:30. Oh shit.
What about
We
the
fu-
alternator? And what about the dude you
Dude,
picked
we
Might
up?
have been
picked
the
up Nick.
alternator.
Dude, we picked up Nick on the way. This is the drive there. So my boy Nick.
Y'all got to go to Front Street's YouTube and check
Yeah,
out
watch
this video.
that video. Preferably not at work though. Actually,
yeah,
fuck it.
that
Put it on
shit
at
is
work.
not safe for work.
Put it on at work.
So Nick's in Cali, and he's driving back to Staten Island from Cali with a load with his partner. So he's like, yo, he like calls me and I'm leaving. He's like, yo, where are you? He's like, I'm leaving Staten Island and we're going to Wisconsin.
Sorry, I heard the train and it sounded like a fucking phone was ringing.
Yeah. Anyways.
Now you just fucked up.
Since
his
I was
train of
rudely
thought.
interrupted.
Yeah, seriously, man. My apologies.
He lost
Fuck.
steam.
I got-
Flying in his partner.
No, I got
Nick's
nothing.
partner.
That's it. It's over.
Shut the fuck up.
Podcast is done.
So he flies in, he drops him off on the highway.
Flies in. He don't fucking fly in. He's
he
driving.
just said he was driving.
They're
Wait, they were
driving. They were
driving?
driving a Sprinter van, right,
Oh
across
my
the country.
God,
So now they're
dude.
coming back down Route 80. We're going up Route 80. I pull over to get gas, and I'm like, "Yo, what mile mark you at?" He's like, "I'm at mile marker 1 of Ohio," and I was like, "Bro, I'm at mile marker 21." I was like, "Let's meet at mile marker 11." And you know, like every mile marker on Route 80, there's a U-turn.
Yeah.
We literally just pulled into the U-turns in the middle of the highway. Like we didn't pull over to the shoulder. We didn't get off an exit. We pulled into the middle of the highway, and I was like, yo, get in. This kid hopped in and we just kept going. We literally pulled over for no joke 2 minutes. Kept trucking.
That was on your story, right? On Instagram?
Yeah. I think you I sent it to you.
Yeah.
That
The
might
thing
have
with
been.
the stories is like they fucking disappear.
No shit. That's why it's a story.
God, man.
It's not a post.
Can't bring it up.
Whoa, what's that? What's that?
A gun?
Why?
You never know, man.
All right.
Not
Let
wrong.
it be noted that Frankie has a gun in the office.
Whenever Malcolm's acting up, you better watch yourself.
Whoa.
Oh,
This is a family place.
is it?
Yeah.
One love.
Anyways, so
So you
then we
pick
get
up
to
Nick.
Final Bout.
Yeah.
We pick up Nick. We get to Final Bout.
What about the alternators?
That's not. We're getting there.
Wait, first
that
of all,
didn't
the
happen
video
yet?
of you picking him up.
Yo, bro, you want to go to Final Bout? With the phone out the window.
Literally just on the side of the road, grabs him.
He has a joint in his ear and like a case of Red Bull.
Like I said, you guys got to go check that video
That
out. on
video
fucking
yeah. You got to
YouTube.
check out our
That is
YouTube
a
page,
one of
please.
a kind
Yeah.
video for
It's
And
Love it.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
What happened to the Sprinter van? partner
His
just-
partner just kept going. It was only like at that point, it was Ohio. It was probably like 9 hours, 10 hours.
The worst last section of the entire United States.
Literally.
What, Ohio?
Ohio and Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania
Yeah.
is terrible. Ohio, actually, Pennsylvania isn't as bad as Ohio because Ohio is shorter, but there is a cop every 5
Yeah.
minutes. So you can't say I have tinted windows and windshield. I had to keep my windows open the whole time.
Yeah.
Your windshield is tinted?
It sucks.
How the fuck
I didn't
you
do it.
see-
I didn't do it. Kid I bought it from did it. So we get to Wisconsin. We see everyone. Everyone's hyped. Probably the funnest and best driving I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
It looked like the
told me.
car was doing great too.
Yeah.
Which is-
well, no, actually, I got there. The first thing I did was like, let me check my oil. Absolutely not a drop of oil in the motor. And then my catch can was filled to the brim.
Okay.
So I drained that.
There's where all the oil was.
That's where it all was.
Yeah.
Would you look at that?
Put it right back in the motor.
I did.
Oh
Just
my
kidding. I'm
God.
just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right.
I
all right.
disposed of it properly.
On the side of the road.
No.
in the hole.
No.
in Frankie's mouth.
You put it in the diesel truck.
Not a bad idea.
No, it has gas mixed with it.
That'd be all right.
So drifting was really fun.
Who'd you drive with?
Hurt and Lay from Proceed were two of my favorite people to drive with that whole weekend.
Yeah, I saw some photos.
Dude, that shit was sick. They're both like Hurt in that S chassis is like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It's just so fun to drive with.
With the Honda engine?
Yeah.
K
And
swap?
it sounds kind of crazy. Gearing's probably way off, and it's like
Yeah, I feel like it's always
whole
on
time.
limiter.
which makes it fun to drive with
Herb
though. 'cause
probably likes it like that.
he just hits the wall, and then your car's just like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Do you like K swap cars?
No, absolutely not. It's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to name anybody, but somebody was like, "You should K-swap your car," like trying to convince me to be the guinea pig. And then he was like, "Oh, I found this kid to buy your turbo setup." And then I'm talking to the kid, and I'm like, "Wait, why are you putting an SR in that car? It didn't have a K-swap." He said, "Yeah, it fucking sucked." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So
Did
that's
they really
why
suck though?
he said that it's just not figured out for an S chassis yet. He said the gearing's just so off and everything. It's just he said it's a very good motor, and it's a very good swap. He said it's just costly. And
It's not 100% yet.
yeah, it's not figured out yet. Like like all of us, like we know you put a Z33 trans behind
Yeah.
SR, you run a 408, and that makes you have like a 4.6 final drive.
Everything's kind of
English Town, you run a 4.6. US Air, you run a 408. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not figured out yet.
That fucking YouTube video is my
Yeah.
favorite Front Street video.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
then we're driving home. I don't know. You guys should just watch the video. It's too much to
Yeah,
explain.
seriously.
Yeah.
But
Well, you run out of gas. Of
Yeah,
course.
I
That
run out of
was-
gas.
James runs out of gas.
So the first thing I go, James is gonna drive first, right? First thing I say to him, right? So now we leave Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yeah.
We leave there. I say, James, don't let the low fuel light come on. If it comes on, we're done. Kid wakes me up in Indiana. And he's like, that's a far away from Wisconsin. That's a far way not to
Hey
get
Tom,
gas.
where are we?
So he wakes me up. He's like, "Yo, the light just came on." I'm like, "All right, no big deal. Like, where's the closest gas station?" He's like, 43 miles. That wasn't even the closest exit.
Your light is not accurate, right? It's like my truck.
It just comes on and shuts off.
Yeah.
Somehow we got like 20 miles though with the light on. We start hiccuping.
Sounds about right.
Shuts off. All right, no big deal. Everyone's freaking out. What are we gonna do? I said, "What do you mean? What are we gonna do?
We're gonna get gas.
I said, "I'm gonna fucking
Diesel.
unload my car on the side of the road and I'm gonna drive it to the gas station."
Yeah.
So I drive my car about like 15, 20 miles down to the gas station. I was very mad, so I was pinned.
It's in the video, right?
Whatever speed that happens to be that I was pinned at is what I passed the state trooper going.
interesting.
So out of nowhere, I'm like a mile away from the gas station. I just see headlights come out of the woods. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
Oh my god!
Right?
You gotta be kidding me.
So I fly into the gas station. I'm delusional 'cause I've been sleeping.
Yeah.
And I take a VR1 bottle out, a coolant jug, and a 1540 like gallon jug, 3-gallon jugs. I put it next to my car, and then a state trooper pulls in behind me at the pump, and I gave him like a nice little smile and wave.
And you're in Ohio?
Yeah, or Indiana. It might be.
Indiana.
I give him a little smile and wave, and I just walk in 7-Eleven, not realizing like what's going on. And then I text James. I'm like, I'm going to jail because I realized what I did. So now there's me just sitting at I'm literally like sitting at the window of 7-Eleven with like,
He's just sitting out there waiting.
yeah, I'm just my nose up against the glass staring at him. We're basically playing chicken for a solid 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then he just leaves,
He left?
and I'm like, he's probably gonna try and get me when I get back on the highway,
Well,
right?
he doesn't know which way you're going. though.
So no, there's only one way you can go.
Oh.
It was just home. That was.
Oh.
It was. We're on that part of Route 80 where there's no exits.
Yeah.
So I put the GPS of the pin James dropped me, and it was an hour and 57 minutes away from me because I had to drive 40 miles to the next exit, and then 80 miles back to the next exit,
fuck?
make a U-turn, and then go 10 miles back to where James was or something like that.
Oh my fucking god.
So I didn't do that.
Oh.
I said my car's a monster truck. Everyone makes fun of me. I'm gonna drive over the
Yeah.
grass.
Hell yeah. That's
So-
exactly what you should do.
So I got on the highway. I was on the highway for no joke, like 100 feet, and I just like drove through the grass in the middle. I was like, imagine I'm gonna get. I didn't even think about getting stuck or anything.
That's bad, dude.
So then I fly down the highway. Obviously, the cop never got me
Because he was waiting up further, probably.
Idiot.
Got him.
He didn't know I had a 4x4.
This is why everyone should raise their cars.
Yeah. Easier to evade.
Easy to
I was
evade.
gonna say.
So then I'm like flying right. I get to the pin. James drops me, and there's a U-turn there. I'm like, sick. I don't gotta drive across the grass. I make the U-turn, and it reconnects me because I just missed them by like 200 feet.
Oh my god.
So then I go. I'm driving now, and it like keeps recalculating. I'm like, fuck. I missed them.
Recalculating.
So I have to drive through the grass again. I went back down the highway, and then I had to go past the nice paved U-turn area
Nice.
and drive through the grass to get back on the trailer.
Again?
I
Three
drove,
times?
So I drove through the grass originally outside of the
Yeah.
gas station, and then I went to the nice U-turn area,
Yeah.
But that was just in front of them, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
So I had to drive through the grass again, and then I had to go past that U-turn and drive through the grass again to get to them.
Your car is particularly loud too, and
Oh.
that's a very quiet part
It's
of the highway.
so loud.
So I'm just picturing
Wah,
being
wah, wah,
at the
wah, wah.
car, and you're like, I fucking hear him. Where the hell is he?
Yeah.
Like,
And mind you,
That video is just pure
they're in
darkness.
the pitch black.
Yeah.
no
Pitch
lights.
black. And they're looking, and for some reason, they thought it'd be a great idea to look up the most dangerous animals in Indiana. And it's like rattlesnakes and shit. Like, yeah.
And fucking. So it was 3 of you, right?
So it's 4 of us. Our buddy Cole came too.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's John from Clifton. Hold on, Mike Martino said only Tom is this smart.
Wait, Mike's listening?
Yeah. In the stream. Are there more people in the stream?
I haven't met any of these people. So
Oh,
I
Mike
just read the
Martino,
names.
to give you a background about him, he speaks in kilometers and
He's Canadian.
and newton meters
Yeah.
What the fuck?
and
Car makes about 400 Newton meters.
and liters.
liters.
His car carries about 30 liters of fuel.
Okay.
How many liters did you get from the gas station?
I don't
Well,
know.
he had one
I had 3
jug
gallons.
of.
3 gallons of fuel.
Wait, so you get back, mission success.
Hold on.
He's texting. Hold on.
No, I'm not texting.
Team React, right? Is Mike?
11.356 liters of fuel.
Okay.
That sounds like a good enough amount.
Yo, your chapstick.
Yo, give me that. I need that.
Yeah, for later. Or now. You drove with Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike fucking rules. He's like, no joke, one of my favorite people ever.
He drove from Canada to
He drove from Canada to Thompson.
in his car.
No.
Oh, okay.
It was actually mad funny though. So we have me and Nick pull up in my truck and trailer with my car, and Josh came and Cole came, all registered United States
Bull
vehicles,
Earl
right?
Spillner. Is that his name on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Cole. I know Cole separately. Like I didn't know that
Bull
you two
Earl
knew each other.
Spillner.
I
That's
love
why
Cole.
when I saw him
Good
on the
kid.
video, I was like, "What the fuck was that Cole?"
I know. Yeah, it's everyone. Well, you just got to find a way a final bout, man. That's
No,
how-
Cole's our boy. We go to the club with him every weekend.
The club.
We go out with Cole every weekend.
Oh, Tom's at the club. Okay.
Hold on, I got
Holy
this sick
shit.
picture of him from this weekend.
Tom's at the club, ladies.
Don't be jealous, Frankie. Let the guy have a
Yo,
social.
y'all want to go? Anyone that want to go to Nowadays this weekend, hit me up Saturday night. Hit
You're
me
a
on
changed
Instagram.
man. You're like listening to rap and shit.
Nah, I
You're
don't
going
listen
the
to rap.
club.
So
21 Savage.
I like to have fun. Okay.
Anyway, what were we talking about before I got onto Bull Earl Spillner?
Oh, we were talking about here's that picture of Cole. It's like the most cursed image I've ever seen ever.
Cursed image.
You gotta put it to the camera.
I'm
at
gonna
least.
hold on, I gotta zoom in a little bit.
Yeah, walk up to the camera right there. Let me see this shit.
This is what he puts it.
Why is it a cursed image? I saw you post that shit the other night. I was wondering where you were.
Us actually, we were at the honky tonk.
The honky
We
tonk.
weren't even at no club. We were at some like it was I'm all tangled up in this shit. It was just weird. It was a country bar. It was a bunch of white girls wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots. And
What was
City?
the address? I'm sorry.
yeah. Do you want to go? No, you want to go? We
I
can go this
fucking
weekend.
love
It was
that
called
shit.
Skinny Dennis.
Skinny Dennis.
Skinny Dennis. And
Frankie, clear the calendars.
they
We're not
actually-
going hiking.
Oh, fuck.
they actually had a cover country band playing. They're playing like Waylon Jennings songs, Willie Nelson songs. It was sick.
I love
It
that
was
shit.
fucking sick. And if you don't fuck with country music, I don't fuck with you, okay?
So
So let that be known
I
now.
like country music.
Yeah, you better like country music.
Malcolm-
Don't be looking at me.
Mal-
I'm
Malcolm
like the only
X.
one here who likes country
Hey.
music.
Yeah,
Oh, you-
definitely.
I do too.
Damn, Frankie got pictures of his own car on his background. Conceited. Anyways.
When it looks good.
Yeah, never.
And it drove.
Nah, it did look good for a minute.
Until I
also
smashed into it.
Yeah, there was that.
Yeah, it was one time me and Oh, that looked bad.
That was the.
That was after you hit the reindeer.
Yeah, well, kind of. It's after I fixed it, but I didn't put everything back on.
Yeah, Scott.
Will you two ever drive again?
I definitely will drive a lot. Frankie, probably never again. He's trying to bring his front end back to OEM for the past 4 years.
Me driving with Tom, I don't know, man.
We got
He's scared.
I'm
Jake,
definitely
Jake
scared.
wants to come to Skinny Dennis.
It's Jake?
Jake.
Yo,
He's in here.
let's go. Wait, what Jake?
Jake
Oh,
Parrish.
Jake Parrish.
He's not old enough.
Oh.
When he's 21, I'll take him.
He's not 21 yet?
He's 20.
Wait, what?
Holy
What?
shit!
I keep telling him we can have fun when he turns 21. They ID, bro.
Don't even drink.
This is New York City.
I did not even know that. Again, I don't really know.
I thought he was 21
many
by
people.
now, at least.
21.
We got Johnny. Johnny's
21,
like, bro, my
21.
boy goes to skinny dentist nearly every day.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny Monaco.
Monaco.
I love Johnny. The best.
I run into Johnny every so often.
It's a pleasure, honestly.
Every
It's
time.
like my favorite thing in the world to see Johnny.
I remember he actually I don't know if I'm gonna say that.
You catch him on Bear Mountain every once in a while.
Yeah. Obeying the laws as always.
Okay, Tom. You don't breathe like that.
You're gonna yell at the guy for breathing now?
Yeah.
First my uncle, now this.
So you got a motorcycle, Tom.
Yes, so what?
I was gonna bring that up too. That's
Yes. So what?
What about it?
fight about
Tell me
it.
about it.
What do you mean?
What is it?
It's a fucking shovelhead.
What is it? A Kawasaki?
No, it's a shovelhead, 1984 motor, 71 transmission. Cause it's a nice ratchet top. Got the little jockey shifter.
What frame is it?
It's old Paco frame from like probably the early 80s, maybe late 80s. I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
sure. It's old.
You put this thing together yourself?
Yeah. Did a lot of the welding and fabricating and stuff myself.
And it's got a Springer front end.
Yeah. It was like it's weird how I found it. I don't know if we should get into this because
Why not?
because this is a motorcycle podcast.
I like motorcycles.
this is
Frankie,
car podcast.
Frankie loves talking about anything
Let's
about cars.
anything that has nothing to do with drifting.
So basically, it was just a panhead chopper, and I didn't want to buy the motor and the trans because a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I basically got a full roller. I basically helped them take the motor out, take the trans out, and just took the roller.
How much does a bike like this cost to build?
For this, I would say 15 grand into it.
Holy shit.
Yeah, man.
That's actually not that bad when you really think
Plus,
about
I built that motor. That motor's like crazy built.
it. How fast is it?
Fast enough.
Like 40 horsepower?
It'll blow the fucking doors off your motor.
No, it
fucking
won't.
dumb
What
motor.
happens?
No,
I
it
always
won't.
wonder, but what is it? What happens when you hit a bump on the back?
Your anus just absorbs it. Tell us what happens when
That.
your anus absorbs.
Sometimes when you ride for a while, you'll just get the wind knocked out of you when your body can't take it long enough anymore.
Sounds
like,
fun.
You run if you ride we rode to Massachusetts one day and back, and it was back was terrible. Me and Grant Anderson.
You rode that bike.
Me and Grant Anderson were falling asleep on the highway.
You rode that fucking bike to Massachusetts. Wow.
From Grant's house to
It's kind of
Massachusetts.
hard for me to
I
believe.
feel like my pelvis.
So
would just go to
Grant
dust.
Grant is in the beginning of Connecticut. So we basically rode 350 miles to Massachusetts.
This is a hardtail motorcycle, by the way, if no one knows.
This is a hardtail motorcycle, by the way.
Got no suspension in the rear.
My name is Kid Rock.
Anyway,
How come you two never really? Why do I never see you two?
We
ride?
rode
we
together
finally-
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
It's
It
kind
was,
of sick.
yeah, it was fun.
I was the only one that was able to keep up with Frankie.
We don't ride together that often because I don't have a chopper.
No, he doesn't invite me.
That's literally probably
Because he has a
why.
chopper.
Do those two groups not?
If we're in a big enough group, it's whatever. But if we're going if me and Miyagi were gonna go ride somewhere, and then Tom, if he's in a pair with if you're with other people, then I guess it'd be fine. But it depends on how you're riding.
You're friends. You
If
both
we're
have
if we're
motorcycles.
if we're riding
Just ride together.
as hard as our bikes can go, then it's kind of pointless.
Fuck, I can't ride with you.
Unless you but you guys ride those things pretty aggressively. So
Me and Chris were keeping up with you the whole time.
we weren't really doing anything dumb. The only good remember that last road we went. You know the road I'm talking.
Yeah, I almost died. At one point. There's mad leaves, and I was
Yeah.
tucked under, and then my rear wheel started kicking out towards the woods, and I was like, this whole bike's going into the woods, and I'm staying right here. This is going to suck so bad.
That day was fun though.
My day was sick. We rode
Yeah.
all day.
lane split the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Those bikes are skinny.
Yeah, I can split between anything. It's sick.
I can't.
In New York City, when we ride, it's balls. Basically, if you're splitting, you're going 50, because nobody's going to pull out in front of you
Yeah.
because they're scared. But if you go slow, they're going to try and cut you off and be jerk-offs.
Yeah.
Where are we at right now?
Motorcycles
What the
are
hell
fun,
have we
man.
What
I
have we
don't
been
know.
even talking about? How long have we been on this thing for?
Not long enough.
About 3 years.
1 hour and 20 minutes.
Not long
An
enough.
hour and 20 minutes?
That's it.
What? That's been mad long. We didn't talk about anything.
Oh, really? You think
We've
that's long?
talked about nothing.
We've got
Absolutely
nothing done, Tom.
We've literally got nothing done.
That's what I,
I-
like. Those are the ones that I like.
Yeah,
Like,
but the people.
You want to get into some fun shit right now?
No.
You sure?
What?
what do you
Watch.
have?
No. Let's go. Stop.
Let's go to the questions.
Stop. Oh no. Stop.
Let's go to the questions because I saw some interesting
there's
ones.
a few in this chat
In
here.
here.
If you wanna
Knock those out real quick.
knock those out.
Can I
real
reject?
quick. No.
Are you gonna name who asked it?
There was one I saw. How many?
Yeah, I'll name
SRs
who
have you
asked it.
blown, Tom.
How many
Me?
SRs?
Hope they didn't think it was anonymous
So it's.
because it ain't.
Are they mean?
No,
They better not be.
they better not.
I'll be upset.
Jake Parrish says, "That's my real stepdad." No question there.
Didn't finish the
He is my child.
Okay, I believe.
You
it.
ever see it? How many fucking transmissions that kid blown up? Gets
Has
it
he-
from me.
Oh.
Remember when I blew up 2 transmissions at Gallery? That sucked.
I remember you changing one.
2.
Wow.
I threw one of them out in the Taco Bell parking lot on the way home.
I will say. Wait, what? You just left it in the parking lot.
I threw it in the dumpster.
Okay.
Respectful.
Hold on, let me answer Chris's question.
Yeah.
So,
What was the question?
a few. Maybe like 4 or 5.
That's a handful.
Yeah. I spun 1 bearing. I spun a bearing.
Wait, is this question how many?
SRs have I blown up?
Oh,
So I
do
spun.
we have enough time?
No, yeah, okay, that's funny.
What a fucking asshole.
Yeah, what a piece of shit. So I spun 1 bearing. I actually lifted. So I had a 20G or an 18G, one of those turbos.
Hell
those,
yeah, DSM.
those Gretty things. Yeah, DSM
Yeah.
boys. I broke the wastegate line and melted, and the boost gauge just went like.
Those are some nice turbos.
It just goes. It don't stop. And I actually pulled 2 of the heads. Like the threads ripped off the head. The gasket blew out the back.
That's how much boost
They just went. I think it was head bolts actually. It was a stock motor.
you had to have hit like 50 psi.
Probably, yeah. So that was
she
those.
lifted.
That there's a rocket ship.
So that was those 2.
How fast was it for a minute?
Whew.
She was probably a fucking rocket.
Probably flew.
I think I snapped my neck.
That's
And the freeze plugs blew out. It was so bad.
No.
It just blew the freeze plugs right. The back where the head gasket blew, the rear freeze plug blew out.
What?
Yeah. That was the all right, this is actually gonna get really funny.
A lot of crankcase pressure.
So I actually
was that,
sent that a long time ago. Actually, it was like when the Splash first got on my car, maybe 2018, 17, 18 probably.
That's not that long.
I mean, we're going like 5 years almost now. 2023 is tomorrow.
All right.
All right,
Continue.
so
that was your
then-
first SR you blew up?
No, the first one I blew up, I melted.
was gonna say.
No, the first one I blew up, I melted. It was a stock motor with a Spec R turbo. I made like 300 wheel. I melted the turbo drain from like the exhaust heat.
Oh.
You know how like the downpipe goes right by it,
Yeah, I've done that before.
and it melted. But it like you know how it has the OEM turbo drain has like the twist wire around, and there's that little slot of open space.
Yep.
So it must have like the twist wire must have loosened up and it spun. And no joke, the whole thing just split on that open space
What?
of where like the heat wrap wasn't.
So you were just
Wow.
spitting all your oil out.
It was on XDC. The motor locked up coming through the fact section in the middle.
Mm.
Just locked
Oh,
up.
Is that when
Shut
you hit
up.
the wall?
No.
Is it
This-
different time?
No.
No,
another
this was
time.
XDC. So you know the last turn of XDC when you connect the front track to the back track,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
long straight?
Yeah.
So I was like 3rd gear pinned and it just like locked up.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. Let's find out how many engines Tom has.
That's
gone
2.
through.
That's 2.
All right, 2.
That's
So
what
then-
we're doing right now.
So that
How
first
many-
one.
you know, this is a good.
So that first one, what I did was Final Bout special stage was right around the corner. So I actually found a complete short block. It had pistons and rods, and it was an OEM bottom end. This kid had no information on it whatsoever, no idea where it came from, had a little bit of rust in the cylinders.
buy it.
I bought it for $200. I poured oil, I poured ATF on all the cylinders, ran them up and down. I put my head on it with a head gasket.
Shit's mint.
Boom, together.
Boom.
I finished that motor like September 1st. Like it was like a Thursday. Final bout was Saturday. We drove our cars from Staten Island to Canaan, New Hampshire Friday night with that motor that I just put together.
Oh my.
Drove all weekend, blew my transmission up last lap, had to change the transmission in the pits to get home.
Is it the one on the trailer?
No. We didn't trailer our cars
Actually,
anywhere
could you
then.
do me a
just
favor,
drove
Tom? This is your second SR. How
Yeah.
many transmissions have you blown by that point?
Oh, he's
We're
Three.
gonna finally get to the
I was
bottom of
gonna
this.
say
Probably
that-
3.
he's got a tally.
he's
3
got
by
a
that
lot.
point?
Yeah.
So 2 motors, 3 transes.
Yeah.
Okay. What happens next?
We drive home.
Where do you keep finding these transmissions at the track?
Are these all SR? Yeah.
Yo, I think every transmission I've changed at the at Final Bout I brought one transmission with me.
Good
And then
idea.
I think Sebastian gave me one from Garage Moon Power, and he had a KA one. And I think I just replaced it somehow. But that one, I think I've taken 3 of James Costello's transmissions and just gave him one back every time when I saw him.
Okay. So he always has.
He always has a transit track. I'm like slipping out of the seat.
All right. So we're at 2 engines. We're at 3 transmissions.
All right. So that one. So after that was the first one I ever blew up. So this one now that I like Frankenstein together happened to be the one that I blew the gasket on. But that's 2 motors. That's the 2. So now I send that one out to get built. I'm waiting like a year to get it back. And at this time, we're going to go to California. And I'm running out of time. Someone, won't say who, no names, had a motor that they said had low compression and it misfired really bad. You remember when I bought this motor because I came to your house after with it. You had a barbecue. You had a fire pit in your backyard.
Okay. Oh, I kind of remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I go pick this motor from this kid. I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, it has an epoxy head gasket on it that's like this big. That's why it has low compression.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck it, I'll take it as a misfire. Like, it probably has a bad coolback. I like go to take it out of my truck with the engine hoist, and I hook it up to the intake manifold and the exhaust manifold. I start picking up the intake manifold, just goes like this. Like, it was completely loose. Like, they must have just not tightened the intake manifold. I take it off, there's no gasket in it.
Oh my god.
So I put a gasket on it. I like spray paint the block. I clean it up real good, put it in my car. I had that motor. We drove Final Bout. We drove.
Is it stock or you have turbo?
I don't know what it is. Oh no, I had that turbo that I had a spec
GT.
R on it for one day. I had a spec R on it for like half an event, and then remember I blew it and bought Ethan's turbo that you had at the booth, the HCast turbo.
Oh wow.
So I put that on it. So this thing made like 320.
Oh, I know.
So I drove East Coast Bash. I drove California two straight. It was like a 48-hour event straight.
That's the Matsuri.
Yeah.
Super D.
Yeah, we got second place, and I did a burnout around the whole track, banging the limiter with that motor. The whole entire track. I drove like 5 or 6 events after that. My built motor was done. Still kept driving this motor. Sold it with perfect compression.
Sold it?
Sold it to put my built motor in.
Oh wow.
So that's just 2 motors. That one to this day, this kid still has. I still talk to him.
Wow.
Built
Built motor goes in.
motor goes in. Get it tuned.
Wait.
No,
Did you blow up any transmissions yet?
I might have. I don't know. I don't really know, honestly.
We'll add half of one.
No, I just had one probably.
Okay, one. We'll just add one.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least one.
There has to be one.
Like what? All right. So built motor goes in.
Built motor goes in.
Built motor blows up.
Beautiful, right? Beautiful, brand new turbo manifold, all brand new parts. Engine bay looks great. Get it tuned. Go drive Lock City. This is the motor that this had 1/2-inch Mazurks head studs because remember I told you the bolts pulled out and the freeze out plug blew. So freeze out plug blows out. Doesn't blow up. It just the freeze out plug blows out.
I remember.
Come to find out that the machine shop put American size freeze out plugs in when OEM ones are metric, so they ended up egging out the hole. So then when we tried to put an OEM one in, as soon as I started drifting, it fell out. Like it just rattled out. We used the Loctite, like Mazurk said. That was the one that Ethan welded shut in the back of my Tahoe. I literally pulled up to Ethan's house and like he's TIG welding my engine, my freeze out plug hole shut just in the back of my Tahoe.
And he's like, I don't think this is a good idea.
We had to make some
hear
like
him.
crazy pressure testing shit to like try and pressure test the coolant system. It held. So I had that one for 6 months and it like melted completely beyond belief. Like melted. Which is like crazy to think about because
Number 3.
I told the tuner, I was like, I want it to be safe. This and that. And next thing I know, I'm making fucking 500 horsepower on like a 2871R turbo.
I just wanted to be safe. All right, well, your numbers are 600.
Yeah, literally that's what happened.
600 wheel, 550 foot-pounds of torque.
So then I built another one. I go to a different tuner and somehow makes 450, makes 500 again, right?
You're definitely telling them you want a lot of horsepower.
No, I just say make it safe. I want like a stock timing map. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, but you can't say that to a tuner.
And then
He's
they
gonna-
then they start being like, all right, well I calculated left to right, up down, star 6-7, and you
That's
made
how you
this.
tune a Power FC.
Yeah. And so then that one literally lasted like one event, like melted across. That
That's
didn't blow
another
up. No,
one?
that didn't blow up. It didn't blow up.
What happened?
It melted the head.
I'm counting. That.
No.
No.
I put a new head.
I'm counting.
No,
that.
I didn't have to rebuild it.
Why
I
would
put a
it-
gasket and a head on it. Then it melted. Then it blew up. So you can count it. Hold on. Listen
Did
to
you
this.
break
though.
any transmissions?
Listen to this. Yeah, I broke 3. That was like the
Just in that?
That was the Final Bout gallery when I broke 2 in one event. Listen to this though. So I put this motor.
3 in 1.
Stop. No, not I broke
Like a
2 in
couple
one event.
events.
So I melt. That's the car that's a Pro C car.
No, it's not.
Whose is that? That's the one I thought was Adam's.
No.
Okay. Anyways,
3 transmission gallery.
hold on. Listen. Oh, relax.
All right.
We're at like 5 transes.
So.
Oh, it's a lot more than 5.
So this one, I melted the cylinders across the board, like you were able to see piston rings.
Are we talking about
No, the same one.
when you melted and you took the head off and you replaced the head?
Head gasket, and I put a head on it.
Yeah.
And it lasted the whole rest of the year.
Really?
So I took a melted engine, put a head and a head gasket on it, went to my tuner, and it made, for some reason, it went from making 500 horsepower to like 370, and it lasted the whole rest of the year.
You lowered the boost.
No, he just took the 2JZ timing map out of it and put like a stock SR time map in it because he actually knew what he was doing.
Okay.
So then I lasted that the rest of the year. Then over the winter, I built a new motor.
That one eventually blew up.
No. So that one was in my green car the whole time for like the whole last year and a half of it.
Okay.
And then when I built the orange car, I just took the head off and replaced. I just checked it. Like I put the gasket on, it was fine.
Okay.
And it just blew up recently.
Okay. That's the one I counted. Or no?
What do you mean?
I have 4 SRs here blown up.
1, 2,
Yep, that's 4.
3, 4. Yeah. 5.
We're at 5.
No,
now?
because I blew up the one stock motor,
Yeah.
the second stock motor,
Yeah.
the built motor, and then the one I just blew up.
So we're at 5.
5.
So we're at 5 engines and 10 transes.
I got a little lost.
Well,
in
no.
that.
So how many transmissions are you at?
I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So then I blew up another one.
Okay.
Then I went Z32,
Oh, finally.
and then I blew
It
up.
only
And then I
took
blew up a
8
Z32
transmissions.
trans.
And then you blew up a Z32 trans?
Yes. And
I'm
now
gonna start a new line.
no. So wait, you have 8, right? Oh yeah. So then the Z32 trans, I blew up 1. Funny story about that one then. So Alex goes to buy a trans for that car that he bought off Hoisma.
Yeah.
So they're like, this dude's like, yeah, I got this trans, this and that. It was in my car. I'll give you the whole adapter kit. I went Z33. And they're like, oh, like, what was it in? Like, let's see it. The dude opens the cover, and it's like 1,000 horsepower SR drag car.
Oh,
And we're all hysterically laughing because we're like, oh, shit's going to break. And then he's like, mentions to Josh, oh, if this one breaks, like, I have another one.
okay.
So Alex puts that in his car. He drove like 4 events, no problem.
yeah.
I bought the spare one, the one that the dude never touched, and it exploded after 2 events.
Why?
I don't know. What happened was I lost third gear. It was BMI. I lost third gear, so we drifted. Remember everyone was making fun of us because we drove in second gear?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Because I lost third gear.
Yeah.
And then the next day, my shit just like, when I say locked up, like rear wheels locked up everything. I must have broke the fork, and it probably just fell in at some point. You know what I mean?
So
I probably broke the third, fourth.
Did you
Yeah.
try to fix it?
No. Jeff had like an RT tuning transmission that was freshly rebuilt, and he wanted to go Z33, so I just bought that off him.
What is an RT tuning?
Like they just
transmission?
they went through the whole trend. They rebuilt the whole entire transmission.
like a SR trans?
Like no, it's a Z32 trans that RT tuning, like the shop,
yeah.
like built.
Oh,
It was a fresh, brand new transmission assembly, lube it and everything.
so that's what you have.
Now,
Okay.
so to answer your question, 5 SRs,
Wow.
11 transmissions?
a few.
Was it 11?
No, it's like 9.
I'm gonna say I thought he blew up more SRs than that.
No, see, everyone always thinks I do, but
You
it's
just gotta change the head every weekend.
shut the fuck up.
There's a comment here where it was like, I don't think I've ever been to an event where Tom doesn't have an issue.
We didn't say that.
Should have came the Final Bout.
Well, yeah, you noticed that.
You want to know why?
Because no one was
the rest
there.
of Front Street wasn't there.
Yeah.
I
The
think
car survived.
I think before we answer any more questions, we didn't get to the alternator after Final Bout.
Yeah, I need to know about that.
Oh, because you
All
ran
right.
out of diesel and then.
So I ran out of diesel. We fixed that, right?
Oh my god.
Priming the truck in the pitch black dark. I drive like an hour. I'm driving. We're in like Ohio, and we see a fucking New York City MTA bus at 3 a.m. on Route 80.
Are you hallucinating?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No.
Were you hallucinating?
No. We see it.
It's Josh.
Oh yeah, I think you guys.
It was
I think it was on the
fucking.
story.
Yo, we're playing some crazy fucking crazy people music. Like, don't even know what we're playing. We're just all hysterically laughing. Like,
It's Josh.
loop it, and then all of a sudden, it's like all of us like, and then we're just like, like, what the fuck just happened? Where are we?
It just went by you.
Then, out of nowhere, a deer just runs in front of my truck, and James like almost flies off the highway, and we're like, where are we? We're not even like on planet Earth anymore. So then, I drive for like an hour, and then Nick's like, I'll drive. Wakes me up like 7 a.m. Yo, your voltage gauge just went from 14 to 12. And I said, all right, wake me up when it goes to 10. I go back to sleep. He wakes me up. He's like, yo, bro, it's just going down fast now. I'm like, fuck. He's like, your battery light came on. So I look up AutoZone on my phone, and it's literally like 0.3 miles away. Get off this exit. So we get off. There's an AutoZone and O'Reilly's and an Advance. There's an AutoZone and Advance in the same
So
parking lot.
you got to have all the parts you need.
All right, this is where it gets great. So I have a 6.6 Isuzu diesel in my truck, right?
Yeah,
6 of our work trucks.
the normal Duramax.
So all of our tool trucks, like that the laborers use, like, you know what I mean, like the guys that like, you know, like the tool trucks that have like the sewer tools in them and shit,
Yeah.
all have 6.6 Isuzu Duramaxes. And it just so happens that I'm the road mechanic. So every time I use my company card, if like a truck breaks down or something, like say they lock up an alternator, I buy it with the company card.
Yeah.
But they ask you for your name. You know, I just scan my card, so I don't got to do the warranty thing every time. So I had like 4 alternators for my truck on warranty. So I got a free one.
Oh.
Well, it turns out that's a different alternator than this one because those were on double alternators. So they're like 120 amp, 2 of them, and mine's a 160 because it's a single. So this kid's like, oh, well, now we're in the middle of nowhere. He's like, it's the wrong alternator. And we're like, I was like, oh, they must have fucked up, dude. I just bought this. And I bring in this like corroded, stuck in my engine bay alternator that I said I just got in Coney Island. And then I'm like telling the guy, I'm like, yeah, you know, like where like Coney Island is in New York City. He's like, oh, that dump. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, I was like, yeah, I guess they must have fucked up. He goes, that makes sense. Gives me the right alternator for my car.
Okay.
And then whatever, I change it. Truck don't start. This kid jumps my truck with their jump pack, his personal car, and the AutoZone car. So then, like, we're about to leave. I'm like, fuck. I just go grab his Front Street shirt and give it to this random kid in the middle of nowhere.
Maybe he's listening.
Oh, but the first thing it was like, we pull in and he's like, oh, where are you coming from? You're from New York. I was like, oh, Final Bout. He's like, what? I was
Wait,
like,
he knows about
yeah.
it?
He's like, what do you drive? I was like, an S13. He goes, where is it? And immediately just like comes down to the parking lot. He's mad hyped.
Oh, okay.
He was
so-
like, yeah. So
that worked out.
that's why we gave him a shirt.
That's
Yeah.
the best. Yeah, that's kinda
So that was the alternator story. Oh, and then on the drive home, so I guess when I changed the alternator, like, you know, I took my intake out. My intake pipe's on top of it. So I took that out, took the alternator out, put it in. We get like an hour away. Truck shuts off. So now I have like a multimeter out, test light. I find the ECM fuse blew. This is where it gets really funny. So the ECM fuse blew. I put one in and keeps blowing, right? So I have to figure out where the short is. Like whether the ECM shorted out or if like James is like, I got to take a shit.
Okay.
So we're on the side of Route 80 with my truck and trailer on like basically a shoulder that can barely fit my truck. And James puts on my hard hat and my safety vest that I have in the back of my truck from my job. Walks to an active construction site.
Shut the fuck
An
up.
active
Shut
construction
the
site.
fuck
Like there's
up.
people working and takes a shit in their porta potty. And like, what the fuck? We didn't think it was funny until after the truck was running because we were all so upset. So what happened was, I guess when I put my intake pipe back on, one of the wires got crushed, whatever. I found it, taped it up, zip tied all the wires away from metal, and we went on our way.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm just picturing if I was working and somebody
Did you guys film that?
We were just so fucking
Yeah.
beat at this point. The truck broke down 30 times.
So what happened with the fuse? Sorry.
It blew. No, I found the short. It was in the harness like somewhere. From when I changed the alternator, I guess I moved the harness around.
Wow.
It's a good thing though, like that we knew, like I knew what, like how to work on those things, because like I
Yeah.
feel like anybody else would have just been like
Well,
911.
we're beat. That's it.
Leaving the car.
I got to that point at one part.
Yeah.
Because I was like fucking tracing wires in the pouring rain.
Yeah,
On the side of Route 80. I'm like, I called my dad. I was like, I'm done. He's like, what? I was like, I'm fucking done.
Wait, do you know about our Final Bout story?
Your Final Bout story?
I left a car in Indiana too. But
Yo, I left a truck in Ohio.
Oh,
Never
road-
my
yeah,
silver, my
That
Tahoe.
was a killer, man. If
Wait, you just left it?
He like
yeah, I
actually
left it in a
scrapped
hotel
it.
parking lot. I scrapped it, and then Frankie drove me home, and then we became friends.
But yeah, actually, Tom's story about his truck is that's what you do if your truck breaks.
You fix it.
You leave it somewhere.
Oh.
The original one.
Oh yeah. My truck broke. The cats clogged. There was nothing I could do. I mean, if I knew what I knew now, I would just cut the cats off and put a piece of. No, I would. I'd cut the cats off, scrap them at the scrapyard because they're worth a lot of money.
On the way to Final Bout.
No, but I'd buy flex pipe because then it would go to the mufflers. It would quiet down. I'd check codes.
Yeah.
The cats clogged up and it put back pressure on
But
the motor.
another
whatever.
option is
You leave it at Enterprise on their front lawn. Tell them they have no choice but to let me leave it there. I'm not renting a car from you. You rent a car, make your other friend tow your trailer all the way there and home.
or you find a local mechanic and drop it there and tell them to fix it. And then by the time you're coming back, hey, you might have a truck.
That would have been a lot of money.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
costly
it would have. It
option.
definitely would have been a lot of money.
Yeah, I got my car transported home for like $350 at the time from Ohio.
That's pretty good.
I gave the guy at Enterprise the key to my truck, and I was like, when he comes, give it to him.
Oh wow. Oh, because
I was in Ohio. Everyone's mad nice there. It's not New York.
yeah.
That's true. Oh,
Anyone in the chat asking questions before I do this?
why are you saying it like something really bad is about to happen?
Frankie has a concert to go to. He's trying to get the hell out of
A lot
here.
of questions. On
Frankie's missing his concert.
I don't mind.
All right, let me read a couple.
You're more
of these.
important
Connor
than my
Crow.
concert.
Throat goat Tommy.
Throat goat Tommy. Did they call me that?
Yeah.
They called me that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is this another name? Another name you have?
No, I don't know about this, and I
don't
would like to
know.
know who called me this.
Connor. I
Can you
think
guys elaborate what that means?
it was Jake.
It was Connor and Jake. Yeah.
Both of them are gonna get beat the fuck up.
Jimmy Everett. How did he get
Everett.
on stage during the Heart reunion? Sick Hardcore Connects.
Oh,
Let's hear about it.
what?
How did you get on stage?
I don't
During
know.
the Half Heart reunion show?
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You must have connects.
Nah, I mean, a lot of my friends are just in the scene. I just kind of walked up there with them and people like, I just know people that were up there and that was it.
Look, man, Tom knows everyone.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know if you know this.
Tom.
Tom knows everyone.
Nah, I don't know. There was just like a
Did my
lot
voice crack?
Yeah, your voice cracked pretty bad.
I didn't even hear it.
Nah, me and a group of my friends went, kids from Jersey, kids from Staten Island, and a lot of them, we all know people that kind of put the show on and we just stood up there.
What show was this?
Have Heart reunion show.
Like recently?
Worcester, Massachusetts. No, it's before
Oh.
COVID.
Massachusetts.
It's hot in here.
Open the door.
Don't do that.
Anyone?
Listening, the door's now open.
James Burley?
Yeah.
Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Do
What stupid thing does he have to say?
Do you hate South Jersey?
Yes.
I kind of do too, to be honest with you.
He doesn't live in South Jersey like Tom's River. He lives in like
Philly.
exit 3 on the turnpike.
Yeah.
Damn, that's where I went to school.
I don't hate South Jersey. I just hate driving there because it takes 2 hours to go see my friends.
You could get away with anything down
And I
there.
actually kind of hate it more because I go there to hang out with them. They never come here.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Fucking James.
Josh
Josh who? Deleeze? Front
Etsy.
Street Shop?
SST.
Oh.
Who would win in a fight, Jeff or Josh?
Jeff Stoneback
Yeah.
or Josh?
Yeah.
Josh said he's been going to the gym. Though.
This is a good one.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I don't know either.
Jeff has more time on this earth, so he probably knows more.
I want to say Jeff.
Jeff, right?
Josh isn't a fighter, but Jeff isn't either.
Neither of them are. What kind of fight are we talking about?
I guess a fist
Like
fight.
a fist fight?
What other?
Yeah,
What other
they-
fights are there?
like Josh just totaled Jeff's S15 front end. That's a fight. Whew. That's a fight coming right there. He tried to do a backy, and Stoneback just fucking wiped his whole front end out right in the car. I'm gonna go with. Sorry, Josh. I'm gonna go with Jeff. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I
You
don't know.
think Josh could throw hands?
You
I
know-
feel like, I feel like
He
could throw-
could. He could.
I
don't know. That's a hard one.
You know what? Jeff, only because he's from Philly.
Yeah, I was just going to
That
ask.
and also-
is he from Philly?
Yes.
Because Josh is from New York. So
it's Philly versus New York. But you know what though?
Frankie.
Like I feel like I feel like I know all of Josh's back history.
okay.
I don't know all of Jeff's back
Jeff
history.
could have been a stone cold killer.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like
It's possible.
I've only known Jeff for 10 years.
Yeah. We're going with Jeff.
Only.
We're
Yeah,
going with
but,
Jeff
like-
on this. Josh will never hear this, so that's fine.
No.
All right,
Is
next
Jeff
question.
Front Street Dad.
Front Street Dad, yes.
Why?
Front Street Daddy.
Why is he the dad?
Because he's my dad. What do you mean? What kind of stupid question is that?
Well, moving on.
Check blood.
Wild Steve
Check-
asks, when are we getting Bad Luck Tom shirts? I love that idea.
Never.
I just came up with something. We'll get back to you on that one. I have an idea.
My pockets are full.
I know you have all the parts you
know.
stole from the fucking
All
office.
right. I need these.
No, come on,
It's
put them
just
back.
heavy. No, I'm gonna take them.
You're not taking them.
All right.
You would have forgot about it.
Who thinks that Frankie should let me have these to bring to my shop to match up to the wheel studs on my car before? I don't know.
Before he pays for them.
No, he just wants me. I paid a $14 toll to go on his podcast, and he wants me to pay it again with a wheel stud from my car just to match this up when I could just take these and see if they fit.
Where's my clutch?
Shut up. That was a donation.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right, next question. Jake Parrish again.
God, fuck, man.
He
Stop
was
it.
supposed to tattoo me.
It'll happen. Come to my house.
Ask him about the hotel in Connecticut we stayed in. That's a long story, dude.
That's
Wait,
all-
Jake was there?
Yeah, Jake was there.
What the fuck?
Jake was there. Yeah, he was there.
Some of this is in another Front Street video.
If
So-
you want to know the hotel story, go on our YouTube and you'll just see the whole thing
Yeah.
unwind.
check that out.
Basically, we got kicked out of a hotel, got into a fight with the manager, almost fist fought the manager. Cops came, sided with us. Kind of crazy. Whatever.
Yeah, it
Watch
was.
it. James jumped out the back window. Watch the
Someone
video.
was hiding under a bed when the
James
cops
was hiding
searched
under
it.
the bed when the cops
I
searched the
think,
room.
didn't you call for a second reservation?
Yeah, then I prank phone called the guy. It's all in the video. It's funny.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good
pretty
shit.
good.
You should definitely go check that one out too.
What do we
Nico,
got?
you remember Nico from the shop?
Yes, of
He
course I
said,
do.
"How's life?" Okay.
Working a lot.
It's not that bad though.
Not bad. It's pretty good.
All right, I like to hear that.
Don't know why it's good, but I'm not a miserable piece of shit no more. I might be. I don't know.
used to be.
I used to be a piece of shit.
Well,
You're
a piece of shit, but you're not miserable anymore.
I kind of am, but I don't show it. I hide it.
That's dark. All right, moving on. Illmatic asks, how you so good at destruction? Is it the blue rhinos?
How am I so good at what?
Destruction.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. How'd you know?
Stay hard.
Those blue rhino
I
pills.
honestly don't know how I'm good at destruction. It just happens.
You
I don't-
drive hard, I guess.
I guess.
Stay hard.
Look, that Frankie doing a backy before backies were cool.
That was me spinning out. But yeah, I thought the picture was cool.
Oh shit.
All right.
Those used to be the best when you were bad at drifting. You got a really cool picture, but you're spinning out in it. But you're like, I wonder if anyone.
saving it.
I wonder if anyone will tell.
Yeah. Artie Woo cakes. All right.
Oh no.
You're on the way home from E-Town and stop at Wawa. What food are you getting?
From Wawa,
Yeah.
the soggiest chicken quesadilla they have.
Ew, dude.
Because every Wawa chicken quesadilla is fucking soggy.
What? You're not the first person to say that.
Dude,
Then why do you
they're
keep
so-
getting it? Then?
I don't know. I'll get soggy chicken quesadilla and a small mac and cheese. And guess what? I'll eat both of them while driving with my knees with the trailer behind me.
Respect.
Okay. I got to ask some more questions here before I get to a really fucking weird one.
No.
How
come
does
on.
it feel to be the East Coast Crash King? I like that title.
First of all,
I like
kinda-
that title, Tom. Just take it.
no.
That is kind of sick.
First of all,
You kind of are, though.
I feel like I started. I don't know.
Crash King is a good thing.
No, it's not.
It's not the best, but it's
Literally
good.
has the word crash in it.
But it's king. He's the king.
Who said that?
Right-hand drive Matt.
I don't know. I don't like it, but whatever. It happened, I guess.
He doesn't like it. Moving on. Why Hatch over Coop? And is Delivery coming back? World's best filmer.
Because 180 is superior
Wow.
to S30. That is the superior S chassis out of anything.
Wow.
I like S4 S15s a lot.
yeah.
I only like them donkeyed. I don't like stock S15s.
Donkeyed out.
I like a Type 3 over fender S15 with an aggressive kit and like a big stupid wing. But at the end of the day, a coupe is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Every
Damn,
coupe is
that's
terrible.
Savage.
Um,
Chris, you want to see yourself out?
Chris is literally crying over here.
It's okay. Chris knows a 180's better.
he knows that coupes suck.
He said it before.
Wait, yeah, he has said it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not say they suck.
180 with the pop top sunroof.
I know no one gives a shit, but if you were to ask me, I actually think coupe S13s are better for quote unquote
Drifting.
donkey style.
For
that style, I think they look better.
Yeah, I think it's. I guess the 180 you have to do a very certain way.
Yeah, it doesn't like. I feel like the coupe rear end just makes it look.
Yeah. But
Maybe it's because I'm so used to seeing a 180 the way that we always want to see them. Well, you used to want to see them, but like low with a Type X wing and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see one like tall.
Yeah, but I think my car looks okay.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either. And the livery will be back next year with another possible surprise.
Okay.
Stay tuned for
All right.
that.
Stay posted.
Be excited.
Always Lost asks,
Oh, I thought they were asking why I'm always lost. But they're
No.
trying to be funny.
talk about how you guys were gonna pull up to a Rip Streets meet. You know, we get this.
What is that?
Rip Streets is a takeover group.
We said we're gonna go.
I think they're talking about when I said that, right?
Oh.
It was a joke. Well,
Oh.
it actually wasn't a joke. It was for real for a minute. But then Rip Streets got like big, and like the takeover thing really started like
yeah, and they started killing people.
killing people.
Yeah, they started,
and I was like, all right, that's probably not a good look.
yeah, definitely not.
So, but yeah, we were just gonna.
It would be funny to go to a takeover and just like call the cops.
we were just gonna go. Okay,
Not
there's
where
that
I
too.
thought was that.
Yeah, we'll come by.
yeah, we'll come by.
Next question.
Pull up.
Just kidding. I don't call the cops. I don't like them.
Rob
Anyways,
Robertson. I don't know. Robertson.
whatever.
What's the worst thing you've done to a car that you've never told anyone about? This is the best question here
That is a good question.
because I know you
Oh.
got some shit.
My God.
We're fucking putting it on the air
So-
right now.
Fuck.
That you never told anyone.
I've never told anybody, or I've never admitted. Like a few of my friends know about this.
Okay, but not a lot of people.
This isn't even my car. I don't even know. Can we shut the mics off for a second?
No. What about to your car?
To my own car, but this other one's really funny.
Okay, then.
So I built this car for this person.
Oh
Probably
God.
did that one time. He's gonna know.
I built this car for this person. I was trying to get it done very fast so I put an SR in it, and I started up and it starts knocking,
Okay. Oh, I see where this is going.
and I was like eating the money at this point, like basically like my time was just getting eaten. I had to get it out of my shop, so I dropped the upper and lower oil pan, and I put a set of Nissan Sentra SCR rod bearings on the you know what I mean. I replaced the rod bearings with the engine still in the car.
You know, that's a normal service job at a dealership,
It is.
And guess what?
which is wild.
It's still going to this day, but that was some ghetto shit I did. I mean, I already admitted to what other shit I did. I mean, actually thinking about this, when I snapped my timing chain that time and I took the head off and the block was melted, nobody knows about this, but you remember when I JB welded the fucking cylinder?
oh.
The detonation?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
gru-
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
died-
Okay, that's a good one.
So I had taken my head off and I literally had burnt detonation.
This'll
So-
hold.
I took a die grinder and I die grinded the detonation out and I JB welded it and I cut it with like a razor blade. I made it look really nice.
The
I put
JB weld to be stronger than the steel.
I put a head gasket on it and I drove like 5 events with it until I took the motor apart and rebuilt it.
What did it look like when you took it apart?
Fine. it
JB weld.
looks fixed.
What the fuck?
Same guy, always lost, asks, what are your thoughts on takeovers, Tom?
Terrible. Stupid. Ruins everything. Ruined the car scene, ruined the stance scene, ruined the drift scene, and it ruined a lot of people's lives. And if you go to takeovers, you should probably not even be watching this podcast and should not involve yourself with drifting whatsoever.
You should grow up and go to the track.
Definitely grow up and go to the track. You can actually hit up Chris Knapp, East Coast Drift School, and if you want to go to the track and just do donuts, you could just pay him and he'll let you do donuts for 2 hours. Or you can just learn to actually drift and stop being a loser.
I
But
was
anyways,
about to say you could do
yeah,
some more.
you can actually be cool and not do donuts and figure eights with your Hellcat and drive into a fucking pole.
Yeah. And I mean, people are getting hurt at this point, so.
Yeah, every time.
I mean, the videos are funny. Keep them coming if you want.
No, we can't. Come on, dude.
up, dude.
What's funny about that?
What do you mean? You don't like seeing people get?
I don't.
They're
like,
going. It's not like someone's got a gun to their head.
Dude, I saw one the other day. Some dude in a Mustang doing figure eights, and then all of a sudden he just drove up on the curb and crushed like 4 people between a pole.
Why are they there?
Who knows what if they were just walking down the street?
No,
they weren't even there
No,
for
they
that
weren't.
reason.
And they call it,
no. One time
they call it the pit.
Me, Mike, and Joey were riding Vespas around New York City.
And you saw Takeover?
No, all of a sudden we were stuck in one. We couldn't get out. There was fucking like 1,000 people surrounding us, and we had nowhere to go.
All right. Well,
So we started doing wheelies on the Vespas.
That's my worst.
He joined the Takeover.
That's my worst fear.
The best.
That was the start of COVID when Times Square was like dead.
COVID kind of escalated the Takeovers.
Yes, because cops didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yo, during COVID, I can't even. We don't street drift. Forget it. Anyways, continue.
We definitely do, but
During Cap and Moves when my trans blew.
Cap and moves.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
My trans blew and the cop showed
Did
up.
we add that one?
The trans. Oh no, we didn't.
Add another
Oh
one.
no, that was the one that I said. I went Z32 after that.
Okay.
So I blew a trans. The
You
cop,
really did want
the
another
cops
challenge.
pulled up to the fucking street spot, and they were like, yelling at us. I'm like, dude, if you can get in this car and drive a foot, you can arrest me right now. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, the transmission's fucking blowing up in this thing. I'm just waiting for a tow truck. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, dude. And that was the day that fucking fucking backed into the DMV.
I know.
I won't say- I won't say who.
Check out a faction promo video on YouTube. There's a clip of it.
Smashed into the DMV.
Dave Bob's wonderful girlfriend, Kasha, asks, why do most guys find themselves in toxic relationships with car girls, yourself included?
Whoa.
What a nice question from Kasha.
God damn it. All right, Frankie, I think this could be a group effort of me and you explaining this.
Well, first of all, I'd have to say that we've, well, I don't know about you.
I've grown away
We're
from
done
that.
with the car girls.
Yeah, we're done
man.
with car girls. Don't even try.
Yeah, bad
Unless-
idea.
I mean, unless you.
Warning. Warning to future drivers. Stay away from the car girls, man.
I thought you were giving your future self a message for a second.
No,
I
I'm
was like,
good.
what the
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm good.
Just
Give the young kids some advice.
yeah, just dude. All they're after is the next fucking. I don't even know.
Annabelles?
Nah, they're just using you to get to the next bigger person. That's it.
Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles.
Every time.
Wow, Frankie.
All right, we're gonna go. We're not gonna give too much of an explanation for that one.
Yeah. What else?
The best answer is we're fucking stupid, and as soon as it starts happening, fucking run. Run as fast as you can.
You'll see the red flags coming.
Yeah, just run. As soon as you see 1 or 2, run.
Are you sure you should
Or-
ignore all of them?
Or just go for it, man. Fuck it.
No, don't go for it. Don't go for it.
Just ride it out.
You'll be next thing you know, you'll get
Ride it out.
Next
You'll
thing
end
you
up like us.
Next thing you know, you'll be 1 week into hanging out with this person. They'll send you a relationship request on Facebook, and you're forced into a relationship with them. Don't do it. Run, run.
All right. Well, that ends the questions we got on Instagram.
That's it.
That was a lot of questions.
Nobody
dude.
likes me that much.
You got more questions than anyone else. So
Somebody asked, or Slides and Skids asked, where would you be right now if it wasn't for drifting? Like,
that's a perfect way to end this. So let's hear
I'd probably have a house.
it. Okay. Well, on that note, boys and girls, don't do drifting.
Yeah, if you want to blow like $500,000,
I'm not
in
going
10
to ask
years,
that
just-
question because
What?
The amount of money he spent.
how much money have you spent on drifting?
A lot.
If you had to take a guess.
A lot. Maybe like 200.
Yeah.
Probably.
Just $200, guys. All right. So you can make your dreams a reality.
But you know what's crazy though? That's probably the same amount that some of these pro drivers spend in one season.
I'm going to tell you right now, I think you spent over 200
probably.
because I think I spent 100 and I haven't drifted for 3 years.
what the fuck? You think you're...
Yo, I
Yeah.
gotta be honest with you. I don't even want to be crazy and talk like crazy, but I probably spent like 40 this year.
Yeah.
I
No,
think I
yeah,
might get out of
100%.
drifting. I don't know.
100%. Tom averages about 40K a year.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
In drifting.
That might be very accurate.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
10 years? Oh my god.
Yeah, 400,000.
You know what though? Think about it
Or some
though.
shit.
My first 3 years though drifting, I would burn through like a half a tire, set of tires. When I had the single
It's not
cam.
the tires we're talking about.
Yeah, but when my car was white, I never broke anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. The one thing that comes to mind is the built engine.
No, it's cheaper than a fucking buying a depot motor.
The first one.
The last motor but the last motor I just built cost me like $1,800.
Yeah, nowadays
and
it's
labors.
cheaper.
Well, that's if you have the motor already.
So $400,000.
I choose my routes.
I think I'm gonna get out of drifting and avoid that.
All right, loser.
Fuck. Really? You think it's that much?
Well, this is Tom we're talking about. We're not talking.
This is also
everyone.
Josh too. He's had like 3 cars. So
Josh
far.
has definitely spent a lot of money on drifting, but I think you take the cake
He
for
also
all of
drifted.
us.
You know what? Somehow Josh told me that I spent like $50,000 on SRs, but we just counted. It's only 5 motors. There's no way it's $10,000.
Yeah,
a
but
fucking
you
motor.
also took the head off a bunch of times.
Yeah, but
changed
what does that cost
turbos.
me? Nothing. Taking the head off cost me what?
Yeah, the
Fucking-
labor, but machine work,
No, I don't machine them.
head gaskets.
I just that head gasket's it, and I throw a stock head on.
All right, well, you
Too
heard it
easy.
here. Was that you?
Yeah.
I thought that was a soundboard.
What have we
Wasn't that pretty
accomplished from this podcast? Did we get to know anything? Did we know?
I think people. I mean, I got to know your backstory a little bit more.
I didn't
For
know
sure.
about the Red Bull thing. That shit blew my mind. But I also knew that, like, I don't know. We like talk from time to time, and like I don't know. I just know you as like a hardworking person.
Hell yeah,
You like to have fun.
hell yeah. Give me those.
So you blow up a motor or a transmission. Whatever.
It is what it
You
is.
keep sending it, and that's why I don't know. Hats off to you, man. Like,
Thank you.
glad to hear you're happy too.
Tom, I'm glad you're in my life, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
All right, on that note-
we got that on tape.
I'm good. I'm happy you did. All right. What do we got going on? Nothing? Good. It's November. We got nothing going on, guys. So
Not November.
that's the end of it. Make sure you review this. I know I've seen the reviews coming in. I appreciate it. Sometimes I check out other podcasts.
Give me 5
Like-
stars.
You give Tom 5 stars too. But I'll go on Spotify and I'll be like, I'll just search a random podcast, whatever. I click it, no reviews. 100 episodes. I go to ours, 30 reviews.
Dude,
Yeah, you guys are killing it. So thank you.
thank you so much.
Yeah, if you're in the chat right now, go review this podcast on Spotify. And like it on YouTube, please, because that helps. Right now, Malcolm says. Malcolm says right now.
I want to see that number go up.
He wants to see the number go up right now.
5, 4.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Tom definitely spaced out. Bro.
Tom, you got anything going on in
Me?
the next few weeks?
Well, we're going to Skinny Dennis this weekend, aren't you coming?
Skinny Dennis.
What's going on the next few weeks? I should probably get my car off the trailer,
Okay.
but Frankie won't give me wheel studs.
Give the guy a wheel stud, Frankie.
Right? He probably deserves it.
I don't know. No, that's it. The season's over.
All right.
I
And
gotta
you're-
start rebuilding my car. Hey, we got body kits or what?
We do. I should have probably had those shipped.
Yeah.
Okay. So
What?
we'll work on that.
Hit up Faction Motorsports for anything you need, and when I say anything, I mean everything.
Actually, you know what? Thanks for reminding me because
Everything.
I did have
Everything.
okay.
Anything.
Sex toys, anything. Whatever you need.
Also, any young kids in the game,
Whoa.
don't let Instagram go to your head, please.
Yeah, man. Like TikTok that you downloaded.
Just do it for you. Just do this shit for you. Just have fun.
No, yeah, I agree.
The past
That's
2
some
years,
good
the past
advice.
2 years of drifting in my life has been the best shit ever, and I don't give a fuck about it no more. But I just have fun. Who is that?
That's Brendan.
Oh, let me answer. Yo, we're on the podcast. What's up, bro?
When are they going on? I'm in the podcast studio.
You're live.
Hi, Brendan.
Put it closer to the mic.
Oh shit! What's up, Ethan? Yo, is there tickets?
Is there a ticket? Tom wants to come.
Yo, wrap that shit up.
All right, I'm leaving now.
Is there
Bye.
a ticket?
Any more tickets? All right.
I guess I'm not going.
Yeah. So, well, I had something I want to talk about.
All right,
but-
kids, don't date car girls. Don't care about Instagram. Don't care about anything. Don't care about likes. Don't care about views. Drift. Have fun. Have your car for yourself. That's all I got.
We're out of here.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are we good? We're off.
No.
They still hear us? Don't talk shit yet?